think we are now live. It says going live. You are live. Perfect. What is going on, everybody? RogersBase here, and welcome to, I was going to say the third annual, but it's been like 5 years since the last time we did one of these, to the third general One Piece art contest. I am Roger. Of course, I am joined by two absolutely wonderful people. First, we have the most beloved, well, actually, you know what? No, we're going to wait, because he's showing up a little bit later. I forgot. First off, well, I can still use beloved. We've got one of the most beloved authors of all time. Let's say that, all right? We have Mr. JB over here, successful author of The Booms. Welcome, Joy Boy Theories. Welcome.
Thank you, Roger, for having me. This
Always.
is, man, I told you this off stream, man, but this is nostalgic. We did this 5 years ago, something like that, same cast of characters, so didn't go too well, I don't feel like. It's like judging art, you know, but I feel more prepared for it this time, so excited to be here. Talked about it, you know, wrote a book. It's I'll include some links in the chat here in a moment, but that was an experience, and we're still doing One Piece. So
that's the way to do it, man. I know we're all living our own lives and doing One Piece and following up, traveling. Been doing a lot of traveling. I know Tekking, when he arrives, we'll talk about when he was here in LA visiting for Anime Expo, but I don't see Tekking in the call right now. I think I see somebody else. Who is Emu? Emu, what are you doing here, Emu?
Roger.
Yes? Yes, Emu.
Did you really think you could do the Emu-sama art contest and I would not get involved?
Emu, I am so sorry. Please do not void censor me. Please.
We already have our winner.
Please, Emu.
Tisk, Roger.
Of course.
They will say in Los Angeles that place never existed.
My YouTube channel never existed. To be fair, Elon Musk, well, fake Elon Musk, it wasn't actually Elon, but the Tesla fake Elon Musk SpaceX thing actually made that happen and void censored my YouTube channel in January. So were you behind that, Emu?
No, that was something else. I'm not that evil. I mean, come on now.
Well, Emu, if you could please, with all your great wisdom and all your great power, please bring to us Tekking 101, the most beloved One Piece YouTuber on the planet.
I'm really quick here.
Here we go. Let's see.
Face reveal.
It was Tekking the whole time.
Tekking, welcome to the stream once again. Also, I have to bring your audio level down. People are saying that your voice is peaking a little bit. Don't worry about anything. I don't have to adjust it on your end. I'm just going to bring your user volume down. Talk again. Say hello, Tekking.
Hello, how are you all doing?
Perfect. All right. Sounds much better. At least on my end. Chat, you can let us know.
Yeah, it was just, it was me the whole time. And so there's the secret. Yeah, there you go.
Well, once again, I really do thank you two for coming through. I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
And thank you to everybody, by the way, who submitted entries for this. Now, a little bit of backstory on why we are doing this Emu art contest and why we've been sort of waiting to do another one for a while. Well, we're in the final saga of One Piece currently, right? We now know what Green Bull looks like. We now know what Vegapunk looks like. Two characters that we did these art contests for before have now been revealed. And I think we are very, very close to the reveal of what Emu is going to look like. It might be a couple years away, but in One Piece time, that's only about like 50 chapters or so. So I feel like within the next 50 or so chapters, we're probably going to know what this character looks like. We don't have a lot more time to spend in terms of speculation of an art contest for Emu, and so we figured today would be the right way to do it. We would do the Emu art contest, see everybody's interpretations, go through all the different designs, judge them, and then some people are going to get prizes at the end of the day, too. We're giving away Amazon gift cards. I forgot, what are some of the other prizes? I know we had these linked on Twitter. We are giving away, let's see, first prize is a $100 Amazon gift card and a prize package with Film Red merch, which is really cool.
Oh, there you go.
We've got second place is a $50 Amazon gift card and third place is a $25 Amazon gift card, which is great. So you guys who submitted, it wasn't just for fun. If you end up getting top 3, you're going to get some money from it as well, which is pretty awesome. Also, now people are saying Tekking's audio is kind of low, so I'm gonna boost you up a little bit again. Here we go.
I am on the right mic, though, right? You can hear me fine.
You are on the right mic. Yeah, you're on the right mic.
Good,
if things end up peaking, it's not a big deal. I could always just adjust the audio later as we're going through
you got it. You got it.
James is in the chat right now going, I should have entered. I need a Nami figure. Well, too bad, James. You're disqualified. You and Revojo, you've been Void Sentry. You two are not allowed to enter the art contest this time around. So, all right, well, let's
I was really excited for Revujo, though, man. He legitimately killed it last time.
There you go, yeah, exactly.
Actually, he was top 3, wasn't he, for the Vegapunk one?
I think so, yeah.
Because he did the little animation.
He kind of cheated with the background, though. You know, a lot of people just drew the characters, and Revujo just went all out.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, as we get further on in this art contest, you guys are going to see some people didn't just do artwork. Some people did GIFs.
Yeah.
Some people did little videos, and so I think it'll be kind of fun to look at those.
And dude, like, I remember looking back, like, after Vegapunk was revealed, and like, dude, there were some in that contest that got pretty close to what he actually looked like. Yeah,
there were a lot of people who had the long head idea and the Einstein thing. Exactly. I'm pretty sure the winner of the contest literally said they based the design off Albert Einstein and had that really long helmet. So as close as you could possibly get.
It's so obvious, but it worked perfect.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, you guys ready? Let's do some judging.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to do this in order. We basically have it lined up. If you guys type in the URL that's on the top of the screen right now on Twitter, and you search that in the search bar, that string of numbers in the URL, you could also follow along. But we're going to be opening up, full screening all the different art pieces on screen today, going through all the different little extra authors' comments and artist comments and things like that. There were 60 individual entries, but then of those people, multiple people submitted multiple entries. There's one person in particular I want to shout out, by the way. We talked about a little bit off camera. Shout out to #TheEmuGuy, who donated, not donated, I should say. I'm so used to saying donated for the last year, but sent over a ridiculous amount of emu sketches. Like, truly ridiculous. Some of them were memey, some of them were actually really good, but massive shout out to the Emu Guy. You guys will see some of his art a little bit later. So, all right. Let's do this.
I haven't seen anything yet. I'm totally unspoiled. So I'm excited for this.
This is great.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So the first actual entry came in. We started the submissions on January 26th, and the first entry came in from Jake Freed on the same day, January 6th. Jake Freed Art saying, I'm a big fan of the silhouetted appearances, and as much as I believe Emu's power is to be a devil fruit, I love the idea that his hockey is so powerful that it can control the heavens. We get this really cool silhouetted shot of Emu right there. Here, actually, I'll control out a little bit so you guys can see a better look at the art right there.
And he's laser beaming a town behind him, which that looks pretty scary. Yeah.
The only thing about this one is it doesn't really give us an idea of what Emu looks like. It's just sort of building on the silhouetted design, which is totally fine from an art perspective. But when the whole thing is like designing Emu, that's the only thing that I think sort of works against this. But it kind of has a little bit of Revujo's art style, doesn't it?
I would say so.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like the lines rounded, and the colorization. A little bit more so rounded. Yeah.
It also is like, because, and we're going to see this a lot throughout the rest of the entries, because Emu's proportions were not, like, you could go that so many different directions with it, of like, because all we know about them is that lanky individual with a very tall crown, but you could go crazy with anything else. Yeah.
And believe me, people did. People did.
Oh, yeah. So. Never even considered, but it still fits with the silhouette, and it's great. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jake Freed, shout out to you. Thank you for your submission. Let's continue scrolling down. Hold on. Give me a second. See, the only thing is when you go full screen, it like scrolls it out. All right, here we go. Next one. This one comes from Andro XG, Common Weaves, who said, I always wanted to do this. Here's my part. And we get a shot of Emu sitting on the empty throne. I feel like this is
going to be a theme.
Oh, I think the empty throne is going to show up a lot. Emu? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mother of the Sea comes up a lot, I think. Just in the few that I was scrolling through, you know, Emu, especially kind of with what's going on in the manga right now. I think there have been a lot of different, like, theorists talking about the fact that maybe Emu is a woman. It is not necessarily a guy, right? And is the mother of all devil fruits or the mother of the sea or whatever. So, James is in the chat going. I like this one
because she kind of looks like a Persona character a little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah, she got a good role there.
Be sitting in a Persona palace.
I was going to say a little bit Bleach-esque, but...
Yeah, a little bit of that, too,
Little bit. I like
really,
it, though.
It's really clean, though.
Yeah, very simple, nice design. Has like the black robes. You see a little bit of hair coming out of the back. The cool red Sharingan eyes. I know they're not Sharingan.
I was gonna say there might be a lot of Sharingan references in this one.
Right. But I think this is actually a really cool entry. Really, really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, well done. And that's Andro XG. All right, this next one. This comes from It's Gibbs 1, who submitted this on January 27th, saying, "I regret nothing," and obviously is the first devil fruit from Daniel Rustage's OP&D.
Okay, so to explain that a bit, in the One Piece D&D and Rustage runs that I'm in right now, his idea on the first ever devil fruit that was ever created was a rainbow pineapple.
There we go.
When you eat it, you turn into God. So there's the reference there.
Well, clearly, this was somebody who was clearly going after one of the judges. He knew, as a member of One Piece D&D, that you would appreciate this. So that's cheating. You're disqualified, Gibbs. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you not see the jean shorts? I love Eam with a jean short.
The mom tattoo on his leg as well.
Yes.
He's got the Mr. Fantastic, like, white strand.
This is Eam on his day off, when he's just lounging around Marie Joie. He doesn't want to.
What does the tattoo say, love?
It just says mom. Also, I like that his shorts still have the Shutterstock logo on it. If you scroll in, you can see the Shutterstock logo.
Clearly a big mom pirate, okay.
Yeah. The transparent background as well, like the PNG, when you type in transparent PNG on Google Images and you download it, and it's like the fake transparency. You got that in the background there, too. So, excellent meme entry from It's Gibbs. Very, very nice. All right, we have the next one. Ooh, what's this? Okay, this is from... Hopefully I'm saying your name right, by the way. To anybody whose names I mispronounce, I apologize in advance. This one comes from Gurwitch Art, inspired by one of Parvision's videos about Buggy. Interesting. So this says, emu moo 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 moo, including, by the way, an interesting One Piece laugh. I think that's kind of cool. Saying, Straw Hat, Joy Boy, you are challenging me. I will erase you from history, just like Sabo.
So is this Buggy's mother?
Well, okay, so this person submitted an additional
there's layers.
Image. And it says here, Buggy's secret uncovered from Chapter 19, Seraphim potential. I have not seen... this video of Parvision's, but if you have, please fill me in.
I did a stream with him last week, and we went through a bunch of crazy theories. I don't think we mentioned that one. He mentioned Buggy might be a fish, but Buggy was in something with Buggy having rain powers, but nothing like that.
We need Parvision here, otherwise this is all nonsense.
Exactly.
We're just sitting here trying to figure out what he was going for, but yeah. If we don't have,
I like this one a lot. I like the whole cyberpunk glowing thing going on with the designs. I really hope this happens. Think about the story implications. Buggy's mother is suddenly emu. Come on now.
I also just love the blue hair with the red eyes and red nose. It just works. It just complements it perfectly.
It does. Even I think there were a couple other entries that did blue hair for emu as well, that you're going to see a little bit later. And I think that kind of makes sense considering all the different theories regarding like emu and umi and water. You'll see water as a theme that comes up with a lot of these entries too. So yeah, right on. All right, so red eye, red nose from Gerwick Art. And this next one from Pyrex, I will say this right away. I love the facial expression on this one. Reminds me a lot of like Shiraki or a character from My Hero Academia going absolutely crazy. Monoma, maybe? Looks
JoJo's the obvious impression there.
Definitely, with the in the background. And it says, this is my take on the great Imu-sama. This is from Pyrex909. Handle Pyrex99 on Instagram. And I'll go full screen on this one. And you guys can see he's eating a cherry for some reason. Does that symbolize...
Devil fruit eyebrows.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. The devil fruit eyebrows. Yeah.
Wow.
Symbol of the world government as well on the collar.
I gotta critique this one though. Why a cherry?
Maybe because it's a JoJo reference, because you got the menacing in the background, the bang. Maybe not menacing, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I immediately looked at this and I thought JoJo villain.
Really?
With the cherry and the
Wow. Yeah, I looked at this one. This was one of the first ones that I saw when we had submitted the thing.
It needs to go a bit crazy though.
It instantly reminded me of Monoma from My Hero Academia. Like the look on his face when Monoma's going crazy is the vibe I got from this right away. But I do like the little detail of the world government symbol on the crown and the world government symbol on the collar. And I think one of the earlier entries had the world government symbol on the crown as well. So
it did. And I like just the fact of how crazy and demented this one looks. Of just like, okay, yeah, if Eam is actually this kind of crazy and unhinged, it kind of makes a lot of sense.
There was also a comment from the live chat regarding the one that we just talked about before this with Buggy, from Aaron Thorne, who said it makes sense that Buggy keeps failing upwards. Maybe he does have powerful parents, and maybe one of the parents is Emu. There you go.
Yeah. There's nobody else in One Piece that has that red nose, so maybe Eam has the red nose. There you go. That's Buggy's birthright.
See, we're bringing it all back, though, because what does a red nose look like? A cherry. What is this Emu eating? A cherry.
Yes!
The pieces are connecting.
Exactly. I feel like Charlie Day in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like connecting the dots in the background. Well, great work.
Also,
great work,
I like how they painted in Emu's fingernails as well. You know?
Yeah.
I just love that his whole skin is pale, but he has the black fingernails.
Yeah.
It just the whole coloring of this looks really good.
Very, very Scene Kid vibes from like early 2000s going into like 2010.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way to quantify it, and you did a great job with that. Yeah.
Well, great work, Pyrex. All right, this next one, this one's more of a sketch. This one comes from Bath Inspector saying, look, I know I'm not very good at drawing, but I had a vision of this character in mind and therefore decided to throw my hat in the ring. I hope somebody enjoys it a little. Dude, you just submitting is enjoyment enough. We appreciate it. We like seeing all the entries. Don't even worry about it. By the way, shout out to Scarlet Moon for becoming a member, saying, so sad that I'm working today. Don't worry about a thing. The VOD for this stream will be available later, so if you're not able to watch it live right now, don't you worry. You can look at all the beautiful entries, including this one we're looking at right now, a little bit later on, so don't worry about it. All right, so this one, they gave a name for Emu. Saint Don Quixote Imperator, Emu for short. Eternate, like Eternatus, essentially. Eternate, user of the Epiphany fruit, the prophetic Epiphany fruit, fivefold scarred steward of Marijoa, the man standing on the sea and on the land. So a member of the Don Quixote family, kind of interesting that Emu would be that. You've got the blood as well on the wrists and on the head.
Because if the scars, if he's like putting out like this, it looks like the world government symbol, like a cross kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly. So I got the idea. So even though you're not very good at drawing, that's A-okay. You know what? We still got what you were going for, and we appreciate it.
It's an interesting concept.
Absolutely. Yes. The Epiphany fruit. All right, now this next one comes from Umi Curie. Says, here's my submission for the Emu Art Contest. My handle is Umi Curie. I decided to make a design Gorosei-esque while also trying to include the features of their silhouette. And you've got this look at Emu-sama. Looks like a much older individual.
I really like this one.
Yeah, I actually like this one too. I like the like sizing of the throne in the background, that you've got the perspective of the throne looking huge. It reminds me of like the Pain scene in Naruto, where it always goes to the fisheye lens and it's like the face is close up. It's like that's what they're doing with the throne.
Dude, he looks like a vampire. It probably just is the red eyes because, Eam has red eyes.
And the smoke gray skin.
Mm-hmm.
I like the smoky skin, actually. I think it's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The perspective about this is what I like the most.
Yeah.
It just looks really cool.
Just sitting in the throne, hands crossed like this. I guess you guys can't see me on Discord, but yeah, Tekking's doing what I'm doing.
Yes. Yes.
Studying, contemplating things. You could also see the world government symbol on his little... it's not a tie necessarily, but it's like his tie holder that's connecting where his collar is.
A brooch or whatever.
A brooch, there you go, exactly.
Brooch.
He's got some rings on as well. All right, well, right on, Umi Curie. This is actually, I like the perspective of this one. I think this one's really cool. I'm also wondering if there's anything going on I've never really noticed on the Empty Throne before. If this writing is the same as like the poneglyph writing.
It might be, yeah.
It doesn't look the same, but I mean...
I got to go back and look at it.
I'd have to look at it in the actual like chapters if it actually looks like anything.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right, right on. That was from Umi Curie. Oh my gosh. So this is Artur's meme entry saying, obviously Emu will look like this, the most classic design. Bweh! I'm the king of the world. Bweh! Wearing an I Love Hot Moms t-shirt saying, I rule everything.
No.
I'm the king. You got Brago's face in there as well.
I didn't even see that the first time.
I will defeat you. Very interesting.
I don't know about the hot moms part, but everything else here is, I think, dead on accurate to how he's going to look.
Oh my God, no.
Also, Artur, I don't know if you purposely put Jack's hairstyle in here just to mess with me, but I appreciate it if you did. Because I think he might have.
The pigtails, the Eneru's like earlobes, and oh my god, he just an amalgam of every character.
Well, obviously, we could declare this one the winner right now. Artur, you can get your gift card.
I can't even
later.
pretend, man.
No.
Getting hot just looking at it.
Well, we'll move on then. We're going to Adam957, Exorim saying, easy win, inspired by Vegapunt's stand and Dr. Tsukimi's face. And you've got this look of a very creepy, old-looking emu.
He's like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, really. His
so.
face
Yeah,
is so disproportionate.
Yeah.
But I love it.
I also think it's interesting that the crown, this is one of the few ones where the crown isn't yellow or gold. The crown is like this purple, kind of half purple diamond.
Yeah, I was going to
color
mention
thing.
that with the vampire one a little while ago. It was a silver crown, and then this one is not gold. I like that. Yeah.
The swirls of the devil fruit as well going down the cape. I feel like something we've been seeing a lot with a lot of these entries is like the full black cloak, and I think people are doing that because of the silhouette. And it can be like it's easier to get around it, where eventually we do see emu. It's like, well, hey, look, I knew they were gonna have a cloak all along, but
I'm afraid of this one. He looks like he's gonna eat me.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's truly terrifying. I'm just like staring at it. He's staring back at me.
He's also got like the two lines by his chin as well, reminding me of
it looks like
a Zatch Bell
puppet.
character or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, like
yeah.
a puppet. What's the name of the guy in Naruto that has the puppets?
Kankuro.
Kankuro. No, not Kankuro. Kankuro's the cool guy. What's the evil guy?
Okay, Sasori.
Sasori. Thank you.
There's
you.
two. There's
I know,
only
I
two.
forgot there's two. Yeah, but Sasori's the one I was thinking of. Kankuro.
I love that Kankuro. No, he's the cool guy. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah. No, I mean, I meant the bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So you've also got this like swirl belt that this one is wearing too, with like the silver and the blue. I don't know if that's meant to symbolize something.
Shaped. Minus the arms,
Yeah.
if you just
Yeah, shaped like a traffic cone. There you go. Yeah. Maybe there was no devil fruit entry on this one, but maybe he's the user of the traffic cone. No me.
With the gloves, it's just like what I did was just like latex black gloves. It's just like that's how Eam, like, I will touch everything. I will prepare dinner with these.
Exactly. I also think it is funny that he called back to Vegapunk's original stance from way back in the manga before we knew what Vegapunk looked like. Because Vegapunk has met with the Gorosei before. I mean, we recently saw that in the cover page. I think it was last chapter or the chapter before. But I am wondering if, I'm assuming he hasn't, or maybe knows something about Emu. I don't think he's met Emu.
I don't think Vegapunk knows about Eam.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah. But I bet he has suspicions.
Oh, I'm sure. With everything he knows regarding the Void Century and technology and things like that, for sure. All right, well, right on. Exorim, shout out to you. Next up, this one's cool. I like this. This looks Fire Emblem-esque or Persona-esque. I like this one.
A little bit, yeah.
This one comes from Linguini Art, Black Pasta, saying, Emu the Galactic Ruler making their Milky Way to 3 particular people of interest. Also, was this before or after the reveal of the Saturn name?
January 31st. I feel like that was... Oh, wait. That might have been before it.
If that was before it, good call. Very, very good call. Let me look at this. So also interesting on this one, this version of Eam has Dragon's Scar. The Lunarian tattoo, right? The same kind of thing. We're really not sure what that is at this point in the story yet. Whether it's
no, we don't.
Meant to be a Lunarian thing, or if it's meant to be Dragon's Scar, or representing both. We don't really know. But very interesting. Also cool that the Eternal pose is around Emu's neck here, too.
Yeah. Where is it to? I wonder, Laugh Tail, perhaps?
Don't know. But I do think this is a cool one. I like the little the headdress thing as well, with like the eyeball and the 3 little spikes. It reminds me of the Sheikah symbol from The Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
Oh, Parvision's in chat. Shout out to Parvision, by the way. Rhombus,
Parvision, explain your theory.
Yeah, right. Please explain your buggy theory.
Buggy.
We'll add you to the call if you want to. Actually, no, we won't, because it'll mess up the look on the stream right now. You can just type it in the chat.
That chapter came out January 30th, probably a couple days earlier for the leaks.
Okay.
So it's right around the same time.
There we go.
Interesting, yeah.
We did actually get a giant spike in submissions around that time, too. So I am wondering if maybe people got ideas from the name Saturn. Because I know there are a few more that bring up the idea of, like, planets, which we'll see in further entries. But I think this one's really cool. I like it a lot. Again, the art reminds me of like the Persona profile pictures and the Fire Emblem profile pictures. Yeah. Right, well,
Awakening is my favorite Fire Emblem game, and that's a little older, and that kind of reminds me a lot of that.
You got good
Which one was
taste.
Awakening? Was
Awakening.
that with
DS.
Roy?
The DS, yeah.
Awakening was 3DS, Crom, Lucina. That one was Awakening.
Played Sacred Stones and Elfrim, the red-haired guy, the second one, not Roy.
Oh, right,
I played that forever.
Oh, great! Yeah, the original GBA ones. I like it.
That's wild.
I like it. All right, well, let's move on up. We're going to the next one. This is from Austin Schenk, Legion of Arkham, saying, preferred tag, Austin Schenk, pronounced Shank, as in Shanks. Easy enough. I decided to lean into the dragon motif, considering the Celestial Dragon's whole title and backstory. Her headdress and dress are supposed to look like folded up dragon wings. I gave her the water fruit because it felt right.
That's a popular idea.
Yeah. Secret King of the World, Shadow Leader of the World Government, the Dragon that Swallowed the Sun, Emu with the Mizu no Mi, the water fruit.
I am kind of looking for entries though that add, something like truly unique or creative on their end.
Yeah.
That like you can do too much with these. I feel like with Dragon Scar and Third Eye to connect to the story. But I'm kind of looking for, But I do like this one. It looks really good.
Also, the Third Eye thing over here, I think, is that the first one that's brought up the Third Eye that we've looked at so far?
I think so far. There's others that are in here, but this is the first one I think we've seen,
Yeah. So obviously that could be something that has to do with Emu as well. When we see them, they might have some relation to the Three-Eye Tribe. We don't really know. But the water idea is cool. I like the red robe as well. Contrasting what everyone else has done with the black robes, I think actually adding some color to it was a nice touch.
I think that's probably likely as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that cloak we saw is just the black cloak that that's not what Eam wears all the time.
No.
I mean, come on now.
No. But I like it. I like the little extra added, like the red and the yellow bits, and then like the purple bit around the neck. The hair looking kind of like it's droopy and soggy. Obviously going along with the Mizu no Mi idea.
With the water
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, very neat. All right, good work. All right, moving on up. This next one, the first.
This is cool.
The first of many from Emu Guy. All right, so this is the first one from the legendary Emu Guy saying, well, let the madness begin. The first emu I drew all the way back in September. It made me the Emu Guy. I think it's the most likely to actually be the real Emu-sama. Emu is actually Shanks on Blackbeard's shoulders under a trench coat.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's just super silly. We're not going to spend too much time on this one because you're going to see Emu Guy submitted a lot of them. But the first of many from Emu Guy. Literally, second version of the idea. Exactly.
I just love how they just made Blackbeard 2 feet tall in this.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
The goofy little face. Also, why is Shanks wearing fishnet tights? That have
he always wears he actually does wear those. Yeah.
Does he really? They're fishnet
canon.
tights that have the pattern of the map of the world on it as well. You see the Grand Line, because I think those are supposed to be islands, right? Those are like the paths to go to the different islands.
Maybe, but yeah, he wears pants that are like that. So yeah.
Well, there you go. All right, congratulations for
those are his pants, man.
Nailing his pants. And once again, this theory is very probable. Emu is indeed Shanks' beard. So. Another one from Emu Guy as well.
God, what is this now?
Now, this one I actually think is kind of cool. It says
here. Is different, yeah.
Another theory that makes sense is that Emu is the moon god, a perfect reflection of Luffy being the sun god. We know the moon controls the sea movements. Emu is the moon god. Once again, an entry from the Emu Guy. I actually think this one is super unique and super different. I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
You know what's hard to accomplish? It's hard to accomplish a different face that Oda has not already drawn. So props to that one.
Yeah, that one, honestly, because, I love the knife coming out of its chin or beard. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like some kind of tribal deity that it was the inspiration for this or something.
It reminds me of the new Ant-Man movie, actually.
Oh, totally.
I haven't seen it yet.
He's also
Murder Killbot or whatever his name was.
MODOK. Okay. MODOK. Yeah.
MODOK.
I love too that he was like, look, he doesn't just need a 6-pack He needs an 8-pack. He needs a
1, 2, 3, 4,
10-pack.
5. That's pretty standard for One Piece characters, though, I have to say.
I think that's great. The veins and the muscles as well, but the muscles are so weird looking. He's got like a bulbous muscle underneath.
His biceps are huge, and his arms are like sticks.
Yeah. Super weird looking design, but again, interesting. Like one that no one else has come up with.
I love how the crown is like it's not on his head, it's like floating magnetically like above his head. That's cool.
Which I also thought was interesting if like he's wearing a cape or something over it, right? Where the crown is just always floating and we would never know until he takes it out. Yeah. Really cool idea. So, and you got the moon in the background too. I also really like the sketchy style on this one. It doesn't always necessarily work, but I think it works for this one. All right, so moving on. This next one, this is just my reminder. This next one is from Rainey. Handle Rainey, saying this contest is going to be fire. I cannot wait to see the other results. Queen of the World Government, Mother C, Emu. This one, when I full screen, it kind of messes up the aesthetic of it, so I'm just going to hold it here. But you could see the bounty poster sort of ripped up in the hand where it says Monkey D. Luffy. And very, very basic design, but I still think really cool that the idea that the cloak is actually her hair, I think is neat.
Yeah. And it melds with the water. Do you think Eames a woman? Because I'm leaning towards that, honestly.
I think so as well. Yeah. I don't necessarily know if it'll be like the Mother of the Sea type thing that everyone's predicting, but I do think that Eam will be a woman. Yeah. I do. I just think there's too many different things that Oda pulls from in terms of mythology. And now, like with the stuff we know with the planets, which we're going to get to a little bit later with some of the other entries, that I think a womanly figure seems to make a lot of sense.
Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Mother Sea, whichever.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Not to say that guys can't have long hair too, of course, but I do think the idea of like a mother type character is something we're probably going to see.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the big justification for that is the emu backwards is umi, which means sea.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, well, moving on. This next, now I actually really like the look of this one. This one is awesome. So this one says, "Here you go, Mother C herself from August Andrews." Really, I love the white and red. I think the white and red is awesome. I'm also partial because obviously my logo is like the skull with a little bit of red and the Pokeball and the black, white, and red. But I mean, what is there to say? I like the look.
Waifu Eam. There we go. We're going to see a lot of waifu Eames, but
I'm getting some Seven Deadly Sins vibes right now.
Absolutely.
Me too, man.
So the chat said, it's not Mother of the Sea this time around, it's Mommy of the Sea.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
The hair is also really cool on this one, too, with the hair literally being water.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of, like, leaking into something else.
You really like that. That's actually incredible.
That's
it's like a waterfall with, like, hitting, like, turning white at the bottom as, like, the rapids. That's so cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
The blue and red, the blue hair, red eyes, same thing as, I said that's a really cool aesthetic.
Also, I'm looking from the look of the legs, also too. Like
he's trying not to lie right now. I'm looking at the whole picture.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
of course,
I'm looking at the legs. Yeah.
No, but I think it's interesting the pose she's in, right? Because is she standing on like one long leg and balancing and about to attack, or is she floating?
I think she's floating. She's floating. That's the impression I get. Yeah. Just with the idea, like the design of the sandals, it kind of gives me like a Greek vibe, like a Greek goddess kind of vibe. Yeah.
Definitely. JB, any thoughts?
Maybe she's half long leg. She's half long leg, so one leg is just long.
There you go.
There you go. Representing all the different tribes of One Piece. Yeah, exactly. A lot of the chat saying she looks like Vivi?
Yeah, with the blue hair. But somebody else pointed out, she has Captain John's armband on her left arm. That's an interesting touch. That's an interesting touch.
That is an interesting little touch. I like that. Wait, yeah, I'm surprised we actually haven't seen more of Captain John. I guess it's because we haven't seen more of the Rocks Pirate stuff, but...
I always assumed Buggy found the treasure, and that's how he became a warlord, but we found out he took a loan from crocodiles, so that's not what happened, so, yeah.
It's crashed. Welcome to my world.
Part of me still thinks that Captain John's treasure is going to end up being a lode poneglyph. I just feel like it's got to be something that, like, Buggy doesn't care about the poneglyphs, obviously. Buggy cares about money and treasure. And so, like, if he ends up finding this long-lost treasure and it's just a poneglyph, I think Buggy would be kind of pissed.
Yeah, it would just be like, I wasted all this time, and he throws the armband in the ocean, and then maybe Eam gets it. There you go.
Exactly. Or Luffy's like, man, we're never going to find the last poneglyph, and then all of a sudden Buggy throws it in the ocean, and he's like, what's that in the water? Picks it up. Oh, we can go to the One Piece now.
Now we know where it is. Yeah.
Exactly. I really do like this one a lot, though. I think this is a cool, different looking design with the water on the hair. So great job, August Andrews.
Very solid entry.
Same rules apply as before. You add a background to it, and it shouldn't really count, but it does count.
It does, for sure.
Yeah, just the screenshots. They actually took 2 different screenshots from the anime and melded them together with the perspective, and it looks really cool.
That's right. It's the scene of the Gorosei bowing and the first shot of the empty throne,
yes.
right?
Yes. Love it.
I like it too. Very, very cool. Oh my gosh.
I love this one. Can this one win, Roger?
This is from Pyrex once again, saying another entry for the contest. The mysterious Imusana is none other than the legend Guy Im-man with a super high soul Damshu by Dr. Megamo.
He's got elevator shoes.
No, this one fails off the bat. There's no way you could fit that afro inside of what we saw before. No way. Automatically.
Unless you condense it, right? If he's wearing like...
That's the one thing you have a problem with Gaimon being like, the afro's not going to fit.
No, not... Yeah.
I love here too where it says, "What good news do you have for me, my loyal right-hand man, Kan Dioriano? Imu-sama, with the power of Uranus that you bestowed upon me, I've successfully wiped out the existence of Monkey D. Luffy's hometown of Fuchsia Village." And then it says, "Secret ruler of the world, Guy Iman."
Oh my goodness.
I love this. I think this is one of my favorite meme entries. I think hats off to you, Pyrex. Really, really well done. Obi clearly likes it as well. I could hear him in the background barking, so... Well done. My dog likes it. So, when do you guys, genuine question, when do you guys think we're going to see Gaimon again?
Maybe like epilogue. Oda will go through everybody he's met in the story, and he'll have like one panel maybe.
Yeah.
You know? He got married. He got married to Garfunkel.
That's right.
Maybe in a cover story.
Cover story would work.
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us or like a cover page request or something. I could see Noda Skywalker.
I feel like Gaimon is way more popular in the community, and Oda's probably just forgotten about him.
It probably.
To be honest,
I mean, honestly, next time we see him, he got married, so he's probably gonna have some kids walking around next time. He'll also be in treasure chest somehow for some reason.
I love that. I love that idea.
The treasure chest has to upgrade though. It's got to be bigger and better.
Yes.
Well, if they're babies, what would they be in? They wouldn't be in treasure chests. What would be like little wallets walking around?
Okay, so he's a treasure chest guy that married a woman stuck in a barrel. So you tell me how the children are gonna.
A barrel mates with a treasure chest. What would that create? A plank of wood, maybe? I don't know.
Questions that matter.
Buckets.
Buckets, boxes. I love this one though. Great work again, Pyrex. Fantastic.
That's great.
Super funny. This is so goofy.
I like this.
This is also from obviously the Emu guy, saying since the Gorosei is obviously tied to retro gaming with the Sega Saturn, Emu is actually the Nokia N-Gage. Do you guys even know what the N-Gage is?
I remember. I know what the N-Gage is. I thought it was a Sega Game Gear when I first looked at it.
Yeah. So for anyone in the chat who doesn't know what the N-Gage is, this was a handheld that Nokia came out with around the time of like the Game Boy Advance and the PSP. It was terrible. It had like I think one Tomb Raider game on it, and I think there was a Sonic game that was on there as well. But it doubled as a phone, and I remember going to GameStop as a kid and like begging my mom to get me an N-Gage, and she refused to get me one, and I will always thank my mother for not listening to me. Yeah, and for getting me a Game Boy Advance instead. I appreciate it. So
it's like imagine trying to play Tomb Raider on an old like flip phone back in the day. That's basically what this thing was.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, so the Nokia N-Gage, and of course it's got the world government thing as well. So and Luffy sandals, which I think is just what are you doing with this one, Emu guy? You got Luffy shorts and sandals and world government.
He's thinking outside the box. Okay?
That's right. This is appealing to Joy Boy. Joy Boy, you did say you wanted to see things that were different.
Yeah.
Wow, man, regret.
Well, here you go. I mean, you said it. You know, there you go.
I love it. All right. Now, this is also from Emu Guy, but I kind of like this one. So, this one says, Emu is believed to be a bad guy. For what reason? He's just in the shadow, guys. And this is a gag manga, closer to Bobobo than it is to Dragon Ball nowadays. So let me present you. Emu is the most relatable and funniest guy in One Piece. And you've got this super, super creepy looking, big-headed, onion-looking guy with the world government symbol all over his coat.
I mean, I said about the perspective and the proportions of the body. We're going to see some clever... I love how the crown is not a crown. It's just his hair.
Right. Very Attack on Titan-esque, I think, with the face.
Yeah.
I like it. I also got to say, too...
It reminds me of the Onion guy from Gantz, honestly.
Yes,
I was thinking Gantz, too. As like a Gantz alien. Yeah.
He also kind of looks like a Cuphead monster. Like a boss that Cuphead Mugman would take out. Like not necessarily the devil character, but like some of the later characters in that game. Shout out, by the way, to Eyelash of Alabasta, donating $20, saying, don't really have much to say, but I've been a fan for 8 years, Roger, and I've been following Teching and Joyboy for 6 as well. Thank you guys for all your hard work. Nakama, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Very, very sweet. All right, so moving on from anything else to say regarding the Cuphead Gantz Emu?
I mean, I love the brow ridges. He's got like 10 brow ridges.
I'm trying to recreate it in my camera right now. I can't really do it just the same way.
Yeah, just mold your head in the shape of a,
Another one from Emu Guy. Very horrifying, saying, Emu has obviously some ties to the Star Wars franchise. The last big, obscure boss of a great organization. I mean, come on. Emu is a Darth Vader ripoff. Dude. And you've got this shot.
This is what happens when you drop a bunch of acid. Like, and you see this thing screaming, in the background.
I can actually hear Guts' theme from Berserk playing in the background as I look at this. I hear, very creepy. Okay, new one. This is from Mateus Prime. Sunny Rose 85, saying Emu is based on an old theory that I had with Marijoa translated to Mary Joy, and Emu's gown has a veil and train like a wedding dress. After feeling betrayed on her wedding day, she created the red line. And since Emu is Umi backwards, she would have earth instead of ocean powers.
See, I like that because that's basically a story in Greek mythology right there.
Yeah. And obviously with Saturn,
creates a landmass that fits perfect. Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of Little
excited
Mermaid
to find out. I'm totally expecting something along that lines, to be honest with you.
Yeah, really. I think the red line is definitely not natural. So,
No, the creation of the red line, I think, being Emu is kind of cool. Like, Emu being the one to have actually created it, I think is kind of neat. Yeah, again, reminds me of the Little Mermaid with the pose thrown up in the air, the red hair as well. Also, I don't know if this was done on purpose, but, like, there has been that theory that's been passed around a lot recently. I don't know if you guys have seen it in your comment section, but I've certainly seen it a lot, which is the idea that like Nami is the long lost kid of Emu.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one yet.
So I've been seeing a lot of people bringing this up, and I wish I knew the original source of the theory, but I know a ton of people have done videos on it. If you just search up Nami and Emu, you could look a little more into it. But again, this Emu kind of looks like Nami a little bit. So
a little bit.
Well, Nami's parents aren't known, so I guess there's room for it.
They're from the Oikot kingdom, but we don't know where that is. So, And Oikot backwards is Tokyo, and Emu backwards is Umi. There it is.
There you go.
There.
Maybe there was a situation in which Emu got pregnant with her boyfriend, right? And then the boyfriend said, "Look, I'm going to marry you." Okay? She said, "That sounds fantastic." So she has Nami, right? They have a happy little life. They are engaged, but they're not actually married. And then on the day of their actual wedding day, after Nami's like 2 or 3, Emu goes, "Okay, it's time to get married," and the guy leaves her at the altar. And there you go. And that's what gives us this image. Yeah.
That's what,
It's me, just like One Piece does, man.
Just like One Piece does. Exactly. All right, moving on. We've got, this is a cool looking one. This is from Val Smith, saying, I imagine that Emu is not necessarily evil and maybe had some reasons to run the world government this way. So I made Emu look gentle but firm. I also imagine that Emu is part of an old ancient race or an alien that needs life support to live, coincidentally in the shape of a crown. Note, I took the background from the anime as well. And here we go.
That's fine.
Yeah, cool shot.
It looks like just something out of Avatar immediately is what I thought of. But, yeah.
I see you, Jake Sully.
I like it. It's sort of like an alien that's like doesn't like I will rule this world with no compassion, but with like a firm hand.
Exactly.
I kind of agree with that. Just as a side note, it doesn't matter for the artwork, but when he's introduced, he's got his finger kind of gently touching a butterfly. So
yeah. I also like too. Very subtle. You got the upside down triangle of the Illuminati with the hands of Emu on that one.
I didn't even know. Right there. You see that.
And then you've also got with the head the 3 like cords that are going through or tubes or whatever from his head going into his crown. Where like the crown itself is the life support system, which I think is kind of interesting.
That is so cool. That's such an interesting idea.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Chapstick though. Those lips look
dry.
He does.
Yeah. I I really do like this one a lot. I think this one's very simple, but I think the concept is really neat. So well done. Here we go. Oh my gosh, what is this? James just said last minute entry. Let's go. Uh-oh. Let's open this up real quick. Are you sure you want to leave YouTube? Yeah. All right, go to site. Let's see this. What do we got? Last minute entry to win One Piece.
Yes!
Do not steal RogersBase exclusive.
I love that one.
Oh my gosh, James.
I feel like he's a creature companion. Emu.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I was going to say he looks like a Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
Pokemon's canon in One Piece now.
That's right. Pokemon, right?
Pokemon.
That's right. Yep. That's right. All right, well, let's go on back. Thank you very much for your last-minute entry, James. Much appreciated. Chad's going Giga Chad James. He's got to win.
Giga Chad James, yeah.
Luffy Pirate King, thank you, by the way, for becoming a member as well. Greatly appreciate that. All right, moving on up. Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh-esque. All right, what is this? YS Artist 1. This is my take on the King of the World, Imu-sama. Knowing Oda, Imu will probably look goofy as heck. But I actually really like this one.
I like the colors, just the palette there.
Yeah,
very
looks
clean
like the Millennium
looking design
Puzzles on her forehead there.
Definitely. The white hair and the black robe, also the gloves that you came in with as well, teching.
Yes.
Yeah, wearing the gloves. Crown also being the same color as the Millennium Puzzle. I like it. The butterflies in there as well. No, is there a devil fruit on this one? Or let me see. Oh, here we go. There's actually an additional comment from the artist saying, since Luffy's fruit makes him free, it's only logical for Imu's fruit to resemble restriction and order. Most likely will have a mythical zone, Earth God, or Gaia, and has something to do with energy manipulation. He can add energy or maybe take things away from people. Interesting.
I like it.
Yeah. Chat's saying a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh!, a little bit of Sephiroth in there.
Sephiroth!
I can see it.
I see it.
All right, next. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
wait a minute. Emu guy. What is this? Going with the Gaimon perspective as well. Gaia
people
is
want
of the
Gaimon
Earth.
to rule the world.
We know Gorosei represent the old geocentric system that'll be replaced by the heliocentric system with the sun god Nika. Gaia plus Emu equals Gaimu equals Gaimon. And we get the full manga panel shot right here of Gaimon as Emu and the Gorosei bowing down to him. Also, what is going on in this panel on the bottom? He falls out of the treasure chest, and then his little naked butt just is right here in the corner. What is this?
I know I don't get some of the perspective here, but...
The more I look at this, the more I like it. We have our winner.
Yeah, right here. Gaimon, once again.
Gaimon is going to be the ruler of the world. We've already established that.
Yeah. Pyrex brought that up earlier, so there you go. Terrence Matthews says, I agree with Star Wars 1, but not Vader and Palpatine. I have no idea what that donation means, but I appreciate it. I may be talking about the Star Wars entry from before. I have no idea. Okay, well, moving on. We have another one from Emu Guy.
Oh, that's creepy.
Very creepy. We just learned that space and aliens were a thing in the One Piece world. So what if the Three-Eyed Tribe was a descendant of a future-sighted ancient alien? Imu-sama has seen it all. And we get the shot.
Aliens One Piece.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you told me that this was like a statue on the wall somewhere in the back of Alabasta or in the Sky Islands, I would believe you.
No, yeah, it looks
I believe
like
it as well.
Sumerian kind of devil or something. I love it. Yeah.
You know what he actually really reminds me of? With the eyeball in the middle and the weird face shape. Do either of you guys read or watch Demon Slayer?
I saw a little bit of it.
Okay. There's a character in the Upper Moons named Gyoko that has like an art kind of power. It's like an art power, creates pots and things like that. This dude looks a lot like Gyoko. Chat, if you know who I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. But I literally just saw the Demon Slayer thing in theaters last night, so it's fresh out the brain. But it reminds me
My
a lot
question
of Gyoko.
is that a beard or is that a mustache?
I thought he was puking.
I also thought he was like puking or something. I didn't know what was going on there.
Blah, 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 or like tentacles or something.
Right, like a bug tentacle or something. Yeah. We also have the film in the background as well. I'm assuming, like, representing pudding in the Three-Eyed Tribe or something?
Yeah, I don't know if that's, the pudding, because the memo no me,
Yeah.
if this is, like, what this guy's life was, or other people. I see a little baby with an astronaut suit on, so a baby celestial dragon, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, what else is going on in the background? There's just a guy with X's in his eyes who dies in the background.
Dead.
You've
got a
like,
UFO.
Nuclear explosion over here. Straw hat over there, yeah. What else? I'm looking at some of the other things. Shanks right there with the 3 scars. Blackbeard as well. I have no idea what this is supposed to be.
He did 100 entries and he gave us a Where's Waldo.
I know,
is that
literally.
A car? Yeah. By the way, I just realized if you look at that one with the straw hat, a straw hat does look similar to a UFO. It just does. So there you go. Maybe, yeah.
Interesting. I honestly never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does look like a UFO. I like that. Eduardo Canseco, by the way, just became a member and said, yo, you 3 make awesome content together. Here's to more of these. Well, unfortunately, we're in the final saga of One Piece right now. There will probably not be very more of these unless they end up introducing some other character. And, Rox is maybe the only other one that we could do. But
yeah,
it would have to be
is like
soon.
the only other big, mysterious character. We don't know what he looks like yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, right on. This is an interesting one.
Oh, this is so cool.
I like this. Okay. Handle Explanova. Berserk-inspired encased armor Emu versus open-flowing Luffy with the yin and yang duality. O'Hara's theory of the sun and moon and the Nika and Emu, and a chalkboard black and white vibe, Erasure and Void Century. Hidden's theory, Emu and Umi, Moons and Tides, 3-Eye, Kaguya, Tsuki no Mi, White world government control, and Joy Boy's theory of the Moon Kings and peace and freedom. A lot of stuff going on there, but I love this design. I love.
It's interesting that they said it was inspired by Berserk, because my first thought was Dark Souls, Demon Souls.
Totally,
yeah,
that's
something
what I was
like
just gonna
that.
say.
Yeah, Elden Ring, something. Yeah,
yeah, like the armor reminds me a lot of Dark Souls or Demon Souls. The layering of the armor, the 3 eyes being red, the cool like Mr. Negative aspect of it, like doing it on the blackboard. But if you guys have seen Spider-Man, obviously Mr. Negative with the idea that like everything's inverted. I really think this is very, very cool.
I love the idea.
It just doesn't look like One Piece, which is, I mean, that's kind of.
I like the idea of Eam just being like not like this cold, calculating king or ruler, but like an active warrior that's like, I can fight. I'm gonna
Definitely.
like I'm a warlord or something. Yeah.
Which I think most people want to see at this point. I feel like
it
would be cool if Emu was just like somebody who's lived for thousands of years and actually wasn't this super strong character. But on the other hand, I think it would be awesome to see some super strong character. Yeah,
maybe
ahead,
not
JB.
strong like physically, but that kind of takes this angle with it, and I like that too. Yeah.
As a side note, there's obviously a lot of like meme entries, and people are saying that One Piece characters, Oda's going to draw it to look ridiculous. But I really think that Emu's probably going to be one character we're pretty sure is going to be cool. I feel like that's.
Yeah, with how important the character is going to be to the world of One Piece, I can't imagine a world in which they make him a mean character, unless it's Gaimon, right? That's about the only exception. I really, really like this one a lot. I love the little world government staff, the black hole in the background as well. The actual look of the design, like removing just the artistic aspect of it, which I think is very cool and unique and different. I do think like the armor underneath the cloak with like the cool Dark Souls inspired looking thing, the staff of the world government, and the 3 eyes come together to make a really cool and cohesive and really interesting design that looks unlike anything else we've seen so far.
I could see it like a final boss in like a Final Fantasy game or something. He takes off the cloak and looks like this, and then the Latin music cues up, and it's like, all right, here we go.
For sure. Yeah, I really, really like this one. I think this might be one that we come back to as one of the finalists. I like this one a lot. Yeah. All right, well, great work. Here we go. That's from Simon Briggs, Explanova. Here, we're actually going to copy your URL real quick. I'm going to put you on the short list.
The short.
Because I think we're all in agreement. We really like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I'm writing down some ones I like, but yeah.
Also, shout out to that dude for knowing everyone's theories.
Yeah, exactly.
Well.
Yeah, clearly.
Really? There you go.
Someone who watches all of our videos. It's great. All right, this next one. It comes from Maybe D. Michael, saying, thanks for taking a look at my work. I hope the contest will be judged fairly and not like Rustage's D&D one, where digital art was so overwhelming and dominating. It was a movie screenshot contest and not an art contest. What's he talking about?
We did, I think the only art contest, we did a few contests, but I think the one that he's referring to was the design for the Jolly Roger for our pirate crew. And I don't. Oh wait, no. There was one recently where we just did generally like, artwork of any character in the One Piece D&D. Yeah.
Well, this one looks again more like a sketch with what's drawn on the back of the empty throne. What is
it? It looks like I don't know, like flower. It looks like an Alice in Wonderland-esque design, kind of.
Oh no, I'm looking. Wait a minute. The vines and things are coming out of the eam. You could see the vines are like going down her leg, and then you could see the vines behind it. Interesting. Okay, like a Mother Nature kind of thing. Then I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, neat.
I love how they made the empty throne just pink, and with the flowers, it's a cool little aesthetic there.
Cool little aesthetic.
Was it drawn with crayon or colored in with crayon? Is that?
Maybe.
I don't know, colored pencil or something. I'm honestly not sure.
I think it's colored pencil. Yeah, I think it's pencil.
Man, I wish there was a way to zoom on Twitter. It's like when you're looking at an image on Twitter, it won't let you zoom. It'll only let you zoom the page, which I think is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. All right. Anything else regarding this entry?
I can't think of anything else.
Cool.
It's good.
All right. Moving on. Oh my gosh. This one says, what if Emu was actually the One Piece? Let me present to you Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves Emu. Okay.
What's going on with his arm?
Yeah, I was gonna say the perspective on that. Dude, you gotta love that bling though. He's just like a 1970s kind of cop walking around with like the bling and like a trench coat, you know?
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, yeah, Keanu Reeves. I don't think you're becoming Emu anytime soon. Whoa, this one is neat.
I like
Homura
this.
Main. Oh, I like this one a lot. Spent all day working on this. I love the mid-year breaks, even though my finger feels numb now.
I can imagine.
My choice of color isn't the best, though. I actually really like the choice of color.
Yeah,
the colors look really cool. So first is a black and white version. Mother of the Sea and Ruler of the World, Emu. Very cool. So you get like the T-pose, essentially, of Emu, the full shot of the full outfit. The robes with like the cool little Greek symbols on it. Kind of looks Hercules-esque, right? You look at like Megara from Hercules, the Disney movie. It kind of looks like her little like things that go over her shoulder. I like that.
You're right. Yeah.
I never
Very
saw
cool.
the movie.
You've never seen Hercules?
I know, right? There's a scary number of Disney movies I've never watched.
Wow, you have to do Tekking's first reaction to Hercules or something. That video would kill.
I love Greek mythology too, and it's the weirdest thing. I haven't seen it.
Wow. But yeah, so this person submitted the drawing of Emu, full body, a drawing of Emu in the action phase, utilizing what I'm assuming is also like a water fruit. You can see the droplets coming off. And then this really cool shot
I
with
love
the
that.
Doom in the background. I think this one is actually really, really nice. The hair tie as well behind it.
I like the 1800s feel that we get from her, tying into maybe emus older than they appear to be, and we get a stepwise and multiple perspectives. This is really cool.
I'm trying to think of the manga that like maybe something Black Butler, but the art's not exactly there. But like you said, like the 1800s Victorian era kind of thing.
D. Gray Man, maybe a little bit.
Maybe D. Gray Man.
Brooches.
Yeah, right, going across the neck. And then there's also a color version as well. This person said that their choice of color isn't the best. I actually kind of like this because it looks different.
I like the subdued.
I do
the
too.
Subdued kind of
it's
colors.
just gothic,
Yeah,
gothic. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I like that the crown in this one looks kind of rusted. That it's like, it's not gold, right? It's like a subdued brownish kind of rust color.
Or something.
Yeah, like a brass. Yeah, I really, really like this one a lot. Again, the design, very simple, but very clean. I think the aesthetic comes across very well in this one. This is one of my favorite ones so far, I think, personally. I really like this one a lot.
I like it.
Yeah, shout out to you, Homura Main.
This is the one to copy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm copying this one, pasting it on in there. Another one we're all in agreement. Yep, shortlisted. Congratulations. All right, moving on. Oh, I kind of like what they did with this one, too. I like this.
Yeah,
Leo Dog.
I like that.
If you're going to do I like this a lot. The little butterfly
Queen
up there
of
with the
the
devil
world.
fruit. Queen of the world. This is cute.
It's like a young adult, like romance novel kind of thing.
Totally.
I don't really know.
Shoujo Imusama.
Kind of, yeah.
I like it a lot, yeah. The blue and the black fading into the clouds, and then also like the evil version. I don't know what's going on here. Is it supposed to be like?
I thought it was a different person.
the two sides
Are they
emo?
both emo?
I don't know.
think they're
Let's
both
click
emo.
and see if there was an additional. No,
There's some
there was no additional
Ivankov shenanigans
comment.
going on here.
Maybe it could be. That'd actually be kind of cool.
They made the butterfly the devil fruit. I love that up in the right corner.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I do appreciate these designs that incorporated the butterfly in some way, shape, or form.
It's like, we know, but we know so little. We know Eam has the cloak and the crown, red eyes, and apparently is cool with butterflies. That's it. Like, that's all we know.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Terrence said, tell them that they missed a donation. I didn't miss a donation. I read it out. Yours was the Star Wars donation that had nothing to do with what we were talking about. All right. Elbow, by the way, coming up next. Super cool. Saying, Emu always looked like Mother Mary in my mind, at least image-wise. Ever since I first read somewhere that Mary was known as the Star of the Sea, and the scenes of Emu in the garden with the butterflies also kind of fits the vibe. For gender, I went with ambiguous feminine. And so you've got this first shot, really interesting design here, with like the one bleeding eye. And it looks.
We got a Bankai going on.
Yeah, you got definitely. Like a Bankai in the background with all the swords. But dude, the detail on just like the cloak, scarf. The hobbit, or whatever, the scarf, whatever you want to call it. Like, I love the floral design, the swirl pattern there.
Yeah, on the little hat really as well, going all the way down. Really, really good. There's actually
looks like Liz Monday a bit.
A little bit. I could see that.
I think we should add this one.
I definitely agree. There's an extra bit to this one, though. See, look. So it says, the idea behind this one, this is definitely getting shortlisted. It says, Star of the Sea is an ancient title for the Virgin Mary. The Catholic Church traditionally celebrates the Feast of Mary, the Star of the Sea, and seafarers have invoked her for centuries. The Hebrew version of Mary, which is Miriam, means the Sea of Bitterness. I have no idea how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to do it. But it says, translated Mariam as drop of the sea. And when St. Jerome in 4th century AD translated this into Latin, he rendered drop of the sea as Stella Maris. A scribal error caused Stella to become Stella, Star of the Sea. Interesting.
And then we get Stella can tie back to, because I did know Stella had something to do with a star.
Yeah.
Because after, Vegapunk's Stella body.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Mother Mary design, I think, is really a cool way to go about this. And again, like you guys said, I think the design and the actual costume as well looks really, really cool. So, great work. Great work, Elbov. All right, so I'm going to post this one in our short list as well. All right, moving on. Oh my gosh, I know it's Emu Guy. Here's another one. Emu Guy is back. Emu Guy is back. Saying, did you ever notice the butterfly flying away from Emu's hand? Well, it's
a lot of people did.
He has the legendary butterfly fruit, the Cho Cho no Mi. And you've got a little comic here of Gear 5 Luffy arriving and seeing Emu throwing butterflies in his face.
I have the butterfly devil fruit. I don't turn into a butterfly. I physically summon butterflies to throw at you.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
I like it too. I just like how goofy Luffy's face looks in this. It looks like he's trying to eat the butterflies.
I thought it was Nekomamushi at first. I didn't even think it looked like Luffy. I was like, wait, what?
No. All right, so let's see. Ooh.
Oh, this is such a good one. This is such a good one.
Yeah, this is an immediate shortlist. I click at this one. I haven't even looked at this yet.
It's just for the boobs. It's not just for the boobs.
No,
it's a genuinely good drawing.
This is really cool. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. This is my Emu design. This is from Chanceal. Wow. Okay. There's a lot to go over here. So, front view. Wait a minute. I'm gonna before I zoom in, I'm gonna go like this. People are saying that if you open the link in the tab.
Yeah, this person nailed Oda's drawing style.
Totally.
Like, perfectly. Like, this is 100% a character you can say Oda drawing.
Totally.
It also reminds me of when we had the contest before. Maybe this person submitted art then? I don't know. It reminds me. This is great, though.
I think I don't know if... Okay, this might be Mandela effect. I might have remembered seeing this somewhere before the contest. But that might just be... I don't remember. I've seen a lot of artwork over the years.
Maybe they submitted it during... or maybe they made this before and then submitted it during the Emu contest, which is totally fine,
Maybe, that's what I'm thinking.
If you've done a design for Emu before and you want to resubmit it, you could totally do that, yeah.
I love all the ancient Egypt stuff. The Ankh, the Cobra on the
Cobra on the
head.
head.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Which is also, I think, really cool considering them talking about like the Nefertari clan the last time we saw them, potential ties with like Alabasta. Yeah, I love this. I really do. I also like that the crown is black instead of being gold.
Yes. It's like
Very
onyx.
interesting touch.
I love it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. The reversal with the gold and the black, I think, is cool. The red hair, also Three-Eye Tribe in this one, but makes sense with the parted bangs. I think that's kind of cool. You know what this reminds me of, actually? Maybe this is where your Mandela effect's coming from, because I know you play these games. Reminds me a lot of Midna from Twilight Princess.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the actual
wow.
the Twilight version of Midna.
Yeah.
Like
yes,
exactly
yes,
from the end of the
version,
game. Beautiful. Yeah, really, really great work with the design on this one. I love it.
This is the first design that if we saw it in the story, it would completely make sense.
Totally
I would
makes
love
sense.
this.
Yeah.
I would love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate too that he did like the front view, the side view, and the back view, so you get it from all the different perspectives. So like if you're looking at it from the anime aesthetic, even like with the cloak, right? The way that the cloak, like he thought about how the cloak would drape down the side of her face when she's talking to potentially like obscure part of her face and obscure one of the eyes, like where you see two eyes from one side where it's like one eye looking.
Yeah.
And I just think that's really, really interesting. Yeah, incredibly well done. Says Boon or Bonduna in the chat who just super chatted. I really like it a lot. Yeah.
I love anything like ancient Egypt Pharaoh aesthetic.
Totally,
so
me too.
You got my vote on that one just immediately with all that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely being shortlisted. Fantastic work on this one. Really, really well done. Appreciate the thought of having it from every side. I think is really great. Is there any other additional comment on this one? I don't see an additional comment. So there's no devil fruit idea in this one. But yeah, the art speaks for itself for sure. All right, moving on. Oh, this is kind of cool. We've got Emu holding the entire world of One Piece, and it links to a Reddit post. So I'm going to open this in another tab. Oh, I thought this was just going to be information on the art. Emu's revealed to have a tall, shapely-looking, person with white flowing hair, modest curves, and a feminine-looking face. Sanji immediately stops in his tracks. Luffy, listen, maybe we should hear the lady out.
I love the rings on her
the
fingers.
rings are cool. Yeah. Rings are cool. I like it.
Yep.
Also, the crown in this one looks like it has little rivets in it, which I think is kind of interesting.
Yeah. People are saying it looks like Griffith a lot.
Oh, totally.
From Berserk.
That was my first thought. Yep.
Yeah, very neat. Very, very neat. Got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole world. Oh, we know this one. Wow,
yes, it continues. It's upgrading now.
The definitive version of Shanks' beard Emu. Ask any One Piece fan who the last boss of One Piece is, and you'll get all three. Shanks is Luffy's last opponent. Blackbeard is Luffy's last opponent. Emu is Luffy's last opponent. Final definitive version of the Shanks' beard idea, colorized with the hockey coming off of Shanks in the background. Really?
Ignore the emu entirely. I'm kind of transfixed on the eye in the background or whatever the heck's going on
the
there.
background is amazing, yeah.
So that's actually advanced Conqueror's hockey that we're going to see revealed 20 chapters from now. You're going to see it's actually the voice of all things. There's also an eye of all things that's related to the Three-Eye tribe. Yeah.
Man, we're getting everyone. You're getting the scoop first here from RogersBase.
Yeah, right. Well done. Exactly. Also, did we say the name of the last person as well? Kazan 626. So
there we go.
Might be a Stitch fan, Lilo and Stitch fan. Experiment 626. All right, here we go. Ooh, cool. All right, I like this one too. Movie. Another Disney movie you gotta watch, Teching.
I know.
Incredible.
All right.
So this one I love. This is from Lametto, saying, "Here's my submission. Really happy to participate. I tried to make Emu intimidating and noble, obviously, but I also had this idea of him or her not really being a fighter kind of villain. And we've got really very Tim Burton-esque with this design.
Yes.
I like
very
it a lot.
Icy. Very the glare. Yeah.
I like the ribs in the dress as well, and the dress having like the full world government logo there. I think is kind of cool.
Like a long version of it. Yeah, that wraps around it.
Also, the staff being a saber, I think, is really cool too. With like the walking cane essentially doubling as a sword.
Yeah, because we saw Emu with a sword before. Yeah.
What were you saying, JB?
I said I just really like this art style, just as a personal preference. Yeah, I watched Arcane recently. It kind of gives me those vibes, but
I still have to check that out.
Yeah. I would also think we should shortlist this one. I like the art of this one.
I think so.
And the design of this one. Just on the aesthetic of it alone, I think it's very clean. I think the design looks really cool. I appreciate the butterflies once again. And I also think the saber idea is neat. Like, I keep coming back to that. I think the saber cane is a really cool idea for somebody who's lived for a really long time. So, yeah. And it's androgynous enough where it could work either way. It's a guy or a girl, which I think is kind of cool, too. Yeah.
Because they didn't really have any specific gender in mind.
No.
It's just,
I think it's a girl, though.
I think it is, too. But I think the idea of her not really totally being a fighter, being, kind of like this ruler of the world with the cane.
Nobility.
I like it. I like it a lot. Shout out to Lametto. All right, we're gonna. All right. I agree with the chat saying I like the framing of this one as well.
I just love the background.
Really good
the world government one too.
Yeah.
It looks clean. It's very clean.
Yeah, very nice. All right, moving on. Whoa, what's going on here?
Okay,
Handle
what's going on here?
Storytale. Imu-sama, there's like, all right, hold on. I have to open this in another tab because I can't read that text.
What the heck is going on here? What are we looking at?
The sole king of the world government, the CC Devil Fruit user. Imu, please, new report on the Straw Hat that arrived today is concerning. For the sake of justice, I must know what is the will of D. So you got Akainu visiting Imu, saying, you see the Dark Sea holds many mysterious, the Dark Sea holds many mysteries, Fleet Admiral Sakazuki. If you would like me to shed some light about the checkered history of these fools with the name of D, I could. But revealing such information comes with a great sacrifice. What exactly is Imu holding here?
The golden snitch. I don't know. The more I look at this, the more I look at this, it's the art style's very unique, but it takes you a while to understand that's Akainu. But once you get it, that looks really cool. Actually, yeah.
Also, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's what we do for a living, but I'm looking over here at Akainu. Tell me that immediately, whatever this gray and this white and this red didn't remind you of the YouTube logo. I looked at that and instantly thought YouTube. I see the subscribe button right here with the black lettering.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, right? I see it.
Yep. Now I'm seeing it.
Very weird. But no, I think this is also cool that the crown is part of the headdress that goes underneath the neck of Imu in this. Kind of an interesting idea.
In the background.
Yeah, the face in the background that kind of looks like he's cross-eyed.
Yeah, it's cross-eyed. Sharingan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do wonder what that is supposed to be, though. The Quidditch fruit?
I think it's probably the devil fruit. It's probably the angel god fruit or something. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I could also see it being like a stopwatch or something, where it's maybe Imu controls time or something. I don't know. We don't know who has Toki's fruit. Where's Toki's fruit right now? Toki is dead.
We don't know what happened. Well, is she, though?
I don't know. Is she? Is Toki dead? What do you think, Tekking? As the internet's most beloved One Piece person who Reddit actually likes, tell us, Tekking. Please
just said
tell us.
She could have teleported. I mean, she could have she got shot and she's I'm gonna go to the future, and then she could have died 20 seconds later, and she hasn't arrived yet, so we don't know.
There you go.
I don't know, man.
Very interesting, this one, though. I do like it. I think it's cool.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom.
You got it. All right, well, as Tekking is going to the bathroom, we're going to pull this up. Pull up the next one, which is also from the Emu guy, so this is fine. It's another meme entry, so this is good. Saying some people don't want to accept that Imu-sama is actually two people. So I decided to draw proof of that fact by using a 100% accurate silhouette and adding a mirror to the famous One Piece scene that I've drawn. Now, please prove me wrong. I'll wait. The Emu guy. So we now just see unnamed characters. Now it's not Shanks and Blackbeard. Now it's just, what are their names, JB? You let me know. What are their names?
I have no idea. Aber and face.
There we go. And the bottom one is holding the wanted poster, and the little one on top, maybe that's a Tontada or something standing on his shoulders. I'm not particularly sure.
The Hobbit.
There you go. Now, I'm not seeing the Hobbit feet, though, is the only thing. That would be the dead giveaway of it being a Hobbit.
Small-footed Hobbit.
There you go. Small-footed Hobbit. Mr. Stin in the chat is going, look, you guys can't prove him wrong that Emu is not just two people on top of each other. So.
I mean, they're not wrong.
No, they're not wrong. All right. Oh, this is kind of a cool one from NZ. Preferred handle NZ. You've got not a full body shot of Emu, just the face on this one, but you've got purple skin, almost like Thanos, with the red eyes, black hair, and then the gold crown there as well. Very simple, but I think it's a cool looking piece of art right there.
Is it pecs or boobs? What do you think, Tekking?
Good question. Oh, Tekking just went to the bathroom. But we will ask him when he comes back whether these are pecs or whether these are boobs. Not quite sure. Is there another, any additional information on this one? You're unable to view this tweet because the account owner limits who can view their tweet, huh? Learn more. Let's see. Maybe they blocked us? I don't know. We'll see.
But we wouldn't have seen the first art.
Wait, what do we do? Do we get blocked?
No. NZ.
No, we got blocked.
No, NZ.
Oh, no. Okay.
NZ follows me, so I don't know. It's definitely not NZ.
He's got a friend that doesn't like us.
I guess so.
Elon!
Oh no! Oh, the account's locked. That's why you can't see locked replies. It's from a locked account. That's why.
Just blame Elon for everything. That usually.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. All right. Oh, this is. I love this one.
That's
I love
awesome.
this one. Yeah. So this was a GIF that Katsu drew, or Rakufi. I don't know how to say your name exactly, but it says, my interpretation of Imu-sama. I hope you guys like it. The first thing that I really, really love about this one, what I love about this one is the Zagreus Greek little, like, I don't know what that's called exactly. Not the olive branch, but it's like the little.
So yeah, they
crown.
started doing that. They put that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on the symbol of the SPQR. Like
Right.
it's like on that. Yeah.
I love it though. I also like the tattoo around the eye, and the swirls of the devil fruit on the cloak, with then the brooch of the world government as well. Mm-hmm. A laurel. Thank you very much, Gabe. Thank you.
Laurel. Yeah.
A splash of color. I love that it's a GIF. It adds it. Obviously that's kind of twisting the rules of the competition a bit, but we're here for it. And
see, the nice thing about these art contests though is that we leave the rules pretty much open. You could do whatever you want. You want to do a video, you want to do a GIF, you want to do a piece of art, you want to draw a sketch. You could do whatever. It's
with the Green Bowl one, it was like we had people like molding stuff out of clay. I think.
Yeah, that Green Bowl one was awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember someone literally made a bull out of clay.
Yep. I remember that one.
Oh man, you're right. Now that brings me back. I had like a brain blast of nostalgia when you said that, Jackie.
Yep. Same.
I love the expression though. Like the red and the black and white works really good, but like she looks like a motherly figure that's very kind and compassionate, but could also just murder you in your sleep.
Yeah.
Which that's fitting for Eam, I guess.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, I really, really like it a lot. I also think that the calming nature of the face says to me, like, I am the queen of the world. I can do whatever I want. Threaten me all you like. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to win at the end of the day.
And the longer I'm actually looking at it, the creepier and more foreboding it's becoming.
Totally. Yeah, I really like this one a lot. We'll shortlist this one too.
I like that. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah, very well done. And again, like you said, JB, good use of doing something different with the art, turning it into a GIF. I think it's very nice. Aaron Ferguson saying it has Hades vibes for sure. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Stefan in the chat said the tattoo around the eyes is supposed to be the planets aligning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought there was something. I thought it was like a musical note. I'm like, there's something with the tattoos, but I couldn't place it. That makes perfect sense.
That is really, really cool. I like that a lot. Wow. Cool. Well, great work, Katsu.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Katsu.
Oh, I love this one too. Wait a minute. Wait.
Dude.
Whoa. Suntory art. So now we're getting later in the contest, so now people took their time.
Yeah.
Wow. Suntory art, my Emu concept. I really enjoy the theory of Emu being Mother Earth, the personification of the sea, and the center of the universe according to Greek astronomy. I tried to give the character a royal, elegant, but unsettling appearance. It's always creeped me out. I love this one.
I'll tell you exactly what this reminds me of. This reminds me of a Courage the Cowardly Dog villain. Like, imagine like this guy or this woman just showing up and just like the creepy giant eyes like that. Those characters always freaked me out in that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really, really like this one a lot. I think, again, very simple. Didn't necessarily need to colorize the whole thing because the art, again, speaks for itself. I think the design of the robes, there's a lot of little details that are in there that aren't necessarily going to stand out right away. But like the little beads around the face or the beads around the crown. The brooch,
longer you look at it.
Yeah, the longer you look at it, you really like it. But I think just the design of the character itself and the visual style looking like Tim Burton makes this one of my favorites. I really like it. Again, I like the unsettling.
They did a weird thing. Does this look like this? The crown kind of looks textured almost in the way that they drew it.
It looks kind of photocopied a little bit, like with the weird kind of, I don't know, but it looks nice.
It kind of reminds me of the one that we were looking at earlier that was done on, wasn't it like white chalk on a blackboard? That cool Dark Souls looking one?
Yeah.
Suntory, incredible job on this one. I like the face as well, because going back to what JB said, I think something that I'm always looking for in terms of these designs is something that it looks like Oda could have drawn, while at the same time being different from Oda's regular style. And this is definitely something that I could see Oda experimenting with, right? Having like a Tim Burton-esque kind of style. He's done it already kind of with Perona. Eyes. Yeah, the even like the mouth, like the black lipstick, and that
like
weird
half
like
of the
puckered
lips.
looking down. Yeah, I love it. Really cool. Great work.
I think we should add that one.
Yeah, this is getting shortlisted as well. Great
no
work.
doubt.
Great work.
Love that one.
Man, even we've gone through, I think, half of the entries already. We have a lot of really good ones for the shortlist. I'm looking at here right now like, man, people came through. And I also got to appreciate, thank you, people, for following the rules this time around. Thank you. We were talking about this off camera, but like for the last few art contests, we did it where people were submitting via Google Drives, and then people were submitting late, and people weren't putting in all the information. Like the way we did it this time, we were like, just quote retweet the original tweet, put your art on there. If you have any additional information, it'll show up in the tweet as well. Like, or you could link to it or put it in the art. Super simple, really, really great. So yeah, thank you once again to everybody who submitted.
I think it's the most efficient way to do it.
Definitely.
So, yeah, you did. I think. Yeah.
All right, so let's keep scrolling.
All right.
This one is from Pramit Sharma. Very simple. Just Emu sitting on the throne. Black hair. He looks younger.
He looks like Tensa Zangetsu from Bleach a little bit.
See, now I'm in a situation where I don't know what you're referencing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Choi Boy probably gets it.
There you go. Is the crown part of the throne? I don't know. It's probably not supposed to be. Don't know.
They use some kind of texture.
Feels like the crown's using hockey or something.
Yeah. The crown is Eam, and it's just the body is just a puppet.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. The little gold around the arms and stuff too. Yeah, interesting.
What is this?
Yeah, Yonatan. I think that Emu has the power of eternal youth and has been alive for at least 800 years. He awaits Luffy's appearance to get revenge for the last Nika Nika fruit user who was a giant who scarred him. He has an ability that allows him to call down thunder-like energy. Really interesting.
This needs to be graffiti on the side of a building.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, graffiti or like an 80s, 90s like album cover kind of thing.
I'm gonna open this on another tab so we can actually zoom in and see the detail.
We need to examine this because there's a lot of stuff.
Really cool. I like this. Yeah, the graffiti style I think is interesting. This reminds me a lot of the person that I think got second or third in the Vegapunk contest, or maybe it was the Green Bull contest. But do you remember the way that they drew Green Bull or Vegapunk, whichever one it was? It had the character kind of at an angle and the text that swirled up the side. I
think there was one in the Green Bull that I can't remember which one it is, but I definitely remember seeing this kind of style before.
Yeah, this is actually really cool. I like this a lot.
He's holding the wanted posters. It's like igniting in his fist.
Yeah,
I love
and like the red hockey energy or something. The flaming hockey
coming off of this poison thing. Like the green poison thing going on just above the text there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's supposed to be like his pants or like something seeping out of his body, some creepy energy. I like it.
Intimidating.
Also, is this supposed to be the Doom? Like the Doom, but it's done in the style with little emu crowns around it?
Maybe.
It's cool. I like it. Man, I like just the colorization of this one. I think is really cool. It looks very different from most of the other entries.
Is that the world he's holding in his other arm, or is that like an energy ball or something?
I think that's like an energy ball. It reminds me a little bit of Eneru. You know, when Eneru would drop the 9 million volts? Right.
Yeah.
You've also got like the lightning in the background, like summoning Lulucia and all that kind of stuff. This is really cool. Yeah. Raining down from the skies. The abs coming off of this one too. The more you look at it, again, there's like a lot of things going on here.
Yeah, you gotta zoom in and kind of look at it. It's like I said, an album cover.
Yeah,
it's really abstract, cool. But it's really cool, man.
I think we should put it on the list.
It's just it's so unique.
Yeah,
so unique on that one. Yeah,
very unique looking one. Good work, Yonatan. All right, put this on here. Yeah, I appreciate on this one how different the art looks compared to everybody else's entry. I just think it's a neat little touch to have like a graffiti style to it. Very well done.
Absolutely.
We can't spend enough time on this one to...
Nah, we would... Yeah, I can make a 30-minute video about
just
this.
Talking about every little thing that's in that one, right?
We know.
Yeah. Oh, this is an upgraded version of the one that we had earlier.
It's an upgraded version of before. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this is from Simon again. talking a little bit more about the eye motif and observation, silhouette or armament hockey, king of the world must have conquerors, implementing Randy Troy's theory as well now, with eyeballs on the staff of the world government. Interesting.
Nice.
I almost, tell me if I'm wrong, or if this is a hot take, I almost prefer their earlier version.
I was thinking the exact same thing. At the very least, it's a wash for me. I think, this is obviously great, right? But yeah, I think I like the first one better.
I liked it, without all the. I mean, maybe if you just added the flames, it would be fine. But I like the swirly thing in the background without the eye in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I thought it was just more striking.
I thought
that's probably what it is.
I thought it was more striking, but I also thought it made more sense with the idea that was proposed the first time around, where he was talking about the void, right? Like the idea of Emu having some type of power regarding the void or a black hole or something. So that blank space actually added to the idea behind Emu earlier. And so I think adding all the extra stuff to it just to reference a different theory.
Yeah, I think it's
kind of takes
more
away
like a case of a hat on a hat. I think you had you nailed it pretty good the first time.
Yeah. That guy, Gear Forth, donated and said, Emu maybe equals I'm you. What if he or she is the one behind hockey? I think it would be really sick if this person could control people's souls through their hockey, turning everyone against each other.
That's an idea that I made a video about that once. What if
there you go.
Conquerors hockey is just so powerful, it just takes it's mind control basically.
Yeah.
So.
I like that. I like that though. That's a cool idea. All right. Moving on. Ooh, this one's pretty.
This is a Genshin Impact character right
totally,
here.
Bro. Totally.
Yeah.
This one comes from Mazarin, who said, I covered her red eyes with a veil to further separate Imu-sama visually and emotionally from anyone else who's talking to her. It says here, looking at the ruler of the world directly in the eyes would be insolence. Blue, white, and gold color scheme to back up the image of nobility. And I appreciate that they redrew the empty throne instead of using the anime style, which I think is cool. You are totally right, though. Tekken, you nailed this. She looks like a Genshin character. No doubt about it.
How many points are you going to have to...
Yeah, 5-star Emu. What? What's the drop rate on her banner, for sure?
Yeah, really.
It also really works with the world government colors as well. And the white and gold, I think, is a nice difference from a lot of the other ones we've seen of the black veil or even the red or purple veil. Having the simplicity of it be kind of the other side. Instead of being all blacks and reds and dark and brooding colors, you've got these light colors. You've got Ganyu colored hair and the white and the light blues, the butterflies. I like this one a lot as well. Yeah, I think this is a really, really cool one.
There's a blue light coming up from below her, as it's hitting the butterflies in her lower dress and her hair. It's wow.
Yeah, I love this.
I don't have much to add here. I like that it looks like Celestial Dragon. I feel like that's a distinct possibility. Colors are great.
Yeah, the concept as well. I'm adding this to the short list for sure. I was going to say, I also think another cool thing about this one is, like you said with the Celestial Dragons, it kind of plays on the idea of you're not fit to breathe the same air as me. Where you're not fit to look me in the eyes. I think is kind of cool. So yeah, well done, Mazarin. I will put that. Man, we had just a line of short list there for a while there. Man, oh man,
man. That's
a lot of good ones.
Best of the best. Right.
For some reason, that's not showing up. Oh, there we go. Okay, it did.
There we go. We got it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, creepy. Okay.
My emu baked concept. As hell.
This is totally. Emu had some edibles. Jepson Art said, this is my emu concept. I wanted them to appear androgynous and gaunt with brown skin and tattoos, kind of like the Shandians and the Lunarians, because I like the idea that they're from a different time or place, maybe even centuries old. I hope you guys enjoy it. Really? Yeah, interesting.
This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts Organization 13. That's what this reminds me of.
I could see it for sure. This is another one where Emu seems younger to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's this does seem like somebody who...
Oh, Dobby.
Dobby? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, it looks a little Dobby, just the eyes, how...
I think because the eyes, or maybe Tomura, because of the I don't know, but it just looks like, hey, dude, how you doing, man?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm ruler of the world. Just chill out. Just have some brownies.
Come on, bro. It's going to be good. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. I would want to hang out with this Emu. I think this emu would be fun to hang out with.
Yeah, this emu would definitely be fun. Oh, hey, Murphy's
I'm
in
a
chat. Hey,
dagger.
Murphy.
Hey, Murphy's in here. What's up, Murphy? Saying hello, all. This reminds me of emo. Excuse me, I can't even say that 10 times fast. Emo, emo, emu. Emo, emu.
Emo, emu. Emu during his, his emo phase in high school. You know how
Exactly.
It is, yeah.
Yo, shout out, Murphy. I'll make sure I gotta re-add you as a mod as well, because obviously I lost all my moderators when my channel got hacked, so I gotta re-add you. But
yeah, did you have to redo all of that, like every setting you had?
It was an absolute nightmare. I had to redo every privacy setting of every video that existed on my channel from the very beginning, dating back to everything that was privated because of copyright issues, like everything. So I went through all of that, had to reclassify and retag a bunch of videos, retitle certain things so they would show up in the algorithm again. I had to redo a bunch of thumbnails because a bunch of thumbnails disappeared when the hack happened. So it was a nightmare. Yeah.
That would have been a mess.
Yeah. You're Roger. I'm in the comment. Mod me. Oh, you already did. Never mind.
Mod you? Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you already did.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Am I a mod? Oh, I'm a mod. Yeah.
Yeah, you're both mods. Cool. I made sure to mod you right beforehand. Yeah.
Cool.
I saw Gibbs in the chat said, I definitely agree. This emu would be in my blunt rotation.
Yeah, the blunt rotation. I love the phrasing of that.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, great work, Jepson Art. Really like this one a lot. It's cool. All right. Next one comes from, oh my gosh. This is another one from Emu Guy. Tangent. From the Long Ring Longland, saying we all know Long Ring Longland was foreshadowing. Tangent told us that people felt free because Tangent knows about Nika. And why do you think that is? The answer is clear. Tangent is Imu-sama with the
with the stilts actually makes sense. Yeah.
Really wild stuff. All right, this next one comes from Crusade Pleasant, who this one's more of a sketch, and they provided us with Luffy. Gear 5, very creepy looking Animaniacs looking face from Luffy.
It reminds me of Palm from Hunter x Hunter a little bit.
A little bit. And what's Luffy doing? Like punching or something? What is this? Stabbing?
Stabbing Luffy. Something. Oh, he's making spears and a sword. Okay.
With like the devil fruit mustache, he could do that, right?
Sure.
Roger.
What'd you say?
I said I like the devil fruit mustache. Yeah, it looks a little bit like that.
Yeah, the devil fruit mustache that's like Rogers. That's funny. Obviously, this is the Emu contest and not the Joy Boy contest, though. So if we asked for different Gear 5 designs, maybe this would be higher up there. I do like the flaming spear, though, with the little, like,
the spade from, the card game.
Well, not just the spade on it, but, like, the spade and the flames coming off of it as well. Because it's like, Ace and the Spade Pirates and the Flames.
Pirates. Right. Yeah, just got that. Yeah.
Exactly. No, it's cool. I like, too, that they included the butterfly with the eyes popping out along with Emu, which I thought really cute.
I didn't even see that. That's so cute.
Very cute.
Emu and the butterflies. FDR?
Also, Terrence, I shout out to Terrence Matthews, who just continues to donate talking about Star Wars. I was saying earlier that I agree with the Star Wars theory from earlier, but instead of Emu being like Vader, he's based off Palpatine. Okay, so that's what you were going with your old...
Yeah.
Okay, got you now. Now we understand. Well, thank you again for the donation. So this is Soul King's entry. The description for the design is separate, so it says to open this up separately. My entry for the Emu Design Art Contest is based heavily on the 32nd U.S. President, FDR, and the various political cartoons that were made for him. The idea is the Gorosei are based off of world leaders, and FDR seemed like an iconic American leader, relevant to the Japanese in World War II, significant time for Japan. Who better to represent the leader of an all-encompassing militaristic government in the eyes of the Japanese than the one during the greatest conflict the Japanese ever experienced? As you can see, I gave him the Adam fruit.
Oh my God, I see where this is coming now.
Yeah, totally, exactly.
Shit.
Which says, it seemed appropriate due to the 2 nuclear bombs that were dropped during the war. It says, I know Harry Truman was the one who made the call, but FDR was more recognizable, and it seemed like a logical conclusion to the devil fruit power, as well as countering the power of imagination with the power to control the world at its base levels, atoms. The ability would work similar to Overhaul in My Hero or Apocalypse in the X-Men, and I thought about using a more varied color palette since it's what Oda has taken a liking to recently, but I think the dark, muted colors work thematically here. So there you go. So let's go back to this one.
Definitely getting kind of like wow, all right, a little getting dark here with like real world stuff. I love the design though. It's really just deviously evil.
It really is. And also, I think it's interesting, too, with the idea of, like, the explosion in Lulucia and the different lines coming down from the explosion being from the fingertips of Emu, right? Like, I think that's
literally,
kind of interesting, like dropping an atom bomb or something. Right.
Yeah.
Also, I think this is interesting in terms of, like, the look of Emu. I think so many people traditionally will draw Emu to look like a princess or like the Tim Burton-esque designs we've been seeing a lot this time around.
Yeah, really warrior or something. Here it's just like,
I
just
really
subjectively
like
though, I kind of like it a little bit less just because of the art style. But it reminded me a little bit of Full Metal Alchemist as well for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, I could definitely see that. You've got the little glasses as well, holding the atom. You know what he reminds me of more than anything else, though? He reminds me a lot of Professor Oak. Specifically, the imposter Professor Oak card from like way back in the day, where there was the evil version of Oak. I think that recently got re-released.
I actually remember that, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Hold on. Let me Google that really quick.
I don't even think you need to Google it. I think I have it over here. Hold on.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. Yeah. Hold on.
Get out of
this one. Yeah, I remember this one.
Let's see. Celebration set. Wouldn't be this one. I think it would be this one.
I'm just flexing right now.
Because I'm pulling it up. I want to find the card. Hold on.
Know exactly where it is.
Or at least I think I did. Don't make a liar out of me. Hold on. Last one.
What's your rarest Pokemon card, Roger?
I have
that Charizard first edition.
I have a first edition pre-release Dark Blastoise that I won from a tournament when I was a kid. And then I think is my rare. I think I took it to auction. This would have been like 6 or 7 months ago. Auction's not the right word. I got it like appraised. But essentially they were like, if you took it to auction, it would go for about $700 to $800. Just that one card, which is like, wow.
That's a good one.
Impressive. One of the other really rare ones I had like an old Nidoking, like a crystal Nidoking, that I sold for around that price too. So that was a pretty rare one.
Oh, God.
I know I have this Imposter Oak. I just really want to find it. Now I'm like on a kick.
Yeah, I know. I know what it's like. You're looking for a card, you can't find it.
Let me pull this up. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I never pulled that Charizard, and when I think I was probably like 9. My dad bought it for me online for $150, first edition.
Oh, your dad loved you. My parents would never do that.
There it is. Imposter Professor Oak. Just showed it on the screen. If you guys aren't seeing it on the... Well, I guess you guys can't in my Discord, but the chat can see it on
I see it on the stream itself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. I remember that one. Yeah.
That's the one. Just reminds me a lot of the design. All right. We moving on to the next one?
I'm ready.
Boom. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Now I got to put all those Pokemon cards back, unfortunately. That's going to be the whole task later on in the day. All right. Moving on. We've got... Oh, okay. Ooh. This one's interesting, too. Hello. Here's my entry. This is from Smearg. I'm assuming like Smeargle. Saying, here's my entry. So glad I got it in on time. I wanted to present Emu as a holy-looking androgynous figure with long white hair but a young-looking face to convey someone that's been eternally young for a very long time. You may recognize the writing on the robes.
I love the poneglyph script on the robes. I love the black crown with the white hair.
I love the diamond brooch, like the red diamond brooch with the world government thing, but it's red and black.
Speaking of things that look like Hercules, with the way that they did the swirl on some of the clothing.
Totally. I'm wondering, too, if the swirls of the hair are meant to sort of, like, remind us of devil fruits and things like that, too.
Probably. I mean, like, okay, and I know how we said earlier, like, you know, maybe putting too much stuff into it, like, you don't have to add, like, everything. But honestly, even with the dragon tattoo and the crown and the poneglyph script, I think this all works, like, it doesn't seem overly busy.
No, I think that's...
something... Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, well, one thing, you know, I'm obviously, you know, we're not artists, so, but I really like when there's a lot of simplicity going on, and then there's great detail in small areas. That's just, for whatever reason, I really like that, and I'm getting it from this one.
Yeah, and I think the other thing about it, too, is you have to make the stuff work cohesively. I feel like time and time again, people will throw everything in there because they want, oh, look at all these little Easter eggs. But I think sometimes less is more. I think unless you're using something, and of course, like, art's subjective, but like, unless you're doing something like the graffiti one that we looked at earlier, I feel like that one, it makes sense to pour a lot of stuff in there, right? Because that naturally kind kind of goes along with the style of the art. Whereas this one, it's a clean looking design, and so everything has to match aesthetically. And yeah, I think this one is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's on the list. Yeah.
All right, shortlisting this one. Here we go.
I think you made the list, kid.
You made the list.
You made the list.
Boom. Yeah, the poneglyph script on the little gold part of the robe also sells it to me too. And I think having the white robe with the gold and the red, again, I think we're suckers for that because there's 2 on our short list that have like the lighter colors for the robes. But I think that was the right way to go about it. Yeah, yeah. The black crown too, the onyx black crown. Yeah.
Yeah, the onyx black crown. Finding just the right color combinations with the robes is just, I think, a key factor because we're predisposed to like certain combinations of colors.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of like going back with the green alien looking one. I think it was green and purple. You know, this is one of those reasons it didn't stand out to me more.
Murphy said, "Okay, chat, kiss, marry, kill these emu designs. Come on now, we gotta get through them first, Murphy. Wait a minute, we gotta get through them."
You have responsibilities as a mod, Murphy.
Exactly. Ooh, wait a minute. What's this one? This is cool. Another one from Black Pasta saying, other character design idea for Emu. Young Moon King Emu ruling over the world. Immortal king of the world, arbiter of fate, capable of worldwide change with the stroke of a brush. Preferred handle is Black Pasta on Insta. This is really cool.
People are going to match. If anything like this happens, law in this. Just as people are going to ship it.
I love that.
100%. You know, the look and the feeling of this one gives me Power vibes from Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. It looked a lot like a manga. I was trying to think if it was like Naruto, but it was like no, it's Chainsaw Man.
Totally.
Yeah.
This one also has the black fingernails that we pointed out on one of the ones earlier on. You've got the moon tattoo on the hand, which I think is kind of cool.
Kozuki.
Yep. You've got the you've also got like the pose as the necklace, which I think is kind of neat. The robes also look they look less like ceremonial robes in this one and more like something that you would buy at like a fashionable boutique somewhere in North America.
Yeah, like a fashion show to show off the new design for the fall catalog or something.
Yeah. I like the drawing on the little globe, like showing that it's capable of change with the stroke of the brush. Like, I think that's cool that he's holding the little brush and then he's holding the globe and then crossing things down on it like Lulucia's gone. Yeah.
Because that's the other thing when we saw him get rid of Lulucia, that's another thing Eam uses is a paintbrush sometimes. So,
yeah. I like the idea, too, that Emu is young. I think we don't really see enough of that. I think we see a lot of older Emu. But yeah, I think this is a really, really cool one. I like this one a lot.
People said Dr. Stone design. That also the artwork kind of looks like little boy cheese a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does. People are saying in the chat that it reminds them of the L from Death Note.
A little bit, yeah. I can see that.
All right.
Taylor, maybe.
Are we shortlisting this one or moving on?
I would say we can.
I think. All right. Yeah. You got it. We're shortlisting it.
It reminded me of too many really good like mangaka artists. So yeah.
Was one of Linguini's already? Let's see, Black Pasta. Let's see. Oh no, this is one in which I think we talked about one of Black Pasta's before, but this is the first one that gets on the short list. So there you go. See, you could submit multiple entries. You submit one later on, you get a different idea, we end up liking it more. Works out.
There you go.
Fantastic. All right, adding it to the mix. Perfect. All right, next up, what do we have? Okay, this one's interesting. She looks mad. 800 on the cake. From Joven Fauno. Really cool. Yeah, she does look mad. The hair almost looks not like hair, but like a diamond or a jade or something like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Geological. I like the world government earrings on this one. I also like that her colorization of the robes is different, too. That it's like a golden kind of color, like a golden or a yellow.
More like a creamy kind of white rather than just,
Definitely. Now, tell me, I'm assuming the cake is for the Void Century, right? The 800 is for the Void Century 800 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's her birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 800 years old.
Okay, excellent. Clear as day. I wanted to see if there was another little descriptor on this one, but I'm not seeing another descriptor. If there was like a devil fruit power or something.
It's the Gorosei giving her the cake. And
there you go.
She's like, I don't want to take a picture with the cake, and then there it is. Yeah.
I mean, if you were 800, you'd be pissed off too, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, I would just be so done after 800 years.
This one also gives me Yu-Gi-Oh vibes a little bit, I think.
A little bit.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And the three eyes. Going back to the three eyes.
Three eyes again. All right. Next. Ooh, this is a cool one.
This was the one I'm thinking, like, that might be my favorite.
Rocka Arts said, this is my version of Imu-sama. Gee, I wonder why this is your favorite, Tekken.
It isn't because of Jesus.
Gee,
It's
I
the
wonder
artwork
why.
of the throne. The throne, guys. Come on.
Oh, man. No, I actually do think this is cool as well. Yeah. I also like the idea of the darker skin. I think that's cool. Like tying into Alabasta in some way.
Lunarians in a way.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
too.
I also think it's cool that like they're using the use of the silhouette with the hairdress thing behind her. It's like the reverse veil that she's wearing right now that goes all the way down.
Yeah.
So it gives that silhouette, but in actuality, like the front is your classic One Piece waifu.
Yes. The artwork is very close to Oda's as well. So
Yes.
that's another point, definitely.
This is great. I just want to point out that one thing that bothers me about this is the crown. Something about the crown just doesn't seem...
It's not the best crown we've seen so far.
No.
Definitely.
Maybe it's because the crown is further down on the head versus some of the other ones that we've seen. It's been kind of like sitting on top of the headdress thing. I'm not really sure. I like it though. I'll shortlist it just for Tekking's initial reaction.
You got to put it on there, man.
Yeah.
If I had to vote, there you go.
There you go. I do really like this one though too. I think like this is waifu material right here. In terms of if Emu was going to be a waifu,
we're marrying this one.
My
this is the way to do it. Yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
Randy Troy in the chat, by the way, too. We got a lot of familiar faces in the chat today. Parvision, Murphy, Randy, all you guys want to see what Emu's going to look like. So welcome to the stream. All right. Next up. Whoa, now this is very, very creepy. This is from Bartolomeo Kuma saying, Imu-sama, the former war leader and keeper of Joy Boy's armory, indicated by the tattoo near the eye. The person responsible for using the weapons of Joy Boy's massive armory this era is Dragon, who with his massive army forms the army of the current Joy Boy. I'm reading that, and I think they said army 100 times, just in that one run-on sentence. I was like, army, okay. So nailing the idea of the armory. Honestly, this one terrifies me.
The face is so creepy.
Let's open this.
This is like some classic Adult Swim.
Like something like Super Jail. I don't really know what this is.
Are those little eyes under his eyes, or are those like cuts? I can't even tell.
I don't want to look and find out.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to look and find out. I agree. I think they are meant to be other eyeballs. God, this is I mean, this person did a good job terrifying us. Yeah. But I'm gonna pass, respectfully. I think I'm gonna pass, Kuma. Yeah, the man is very cursed.
Now this next one though.
Whoa! Wow! Okay, I'm not even reading this. This is shortlisted immediately. Wow! Yes. Wow! Now this is how you do perspective, the empty throne. Wow! Wow!
Look at the planets under her cloak.
Oh, I love this. Even the detail. Oh, wow! The detail on the arms as well, with like the puffy sleeves.
The puffy sleeves, they spelled the planets in like Roman, like Saturnalia. I love that. I love that.
Oh, cool. Mercurius, Saturnia, Venus. Yeah. Oh, I love that too. I like that the butterflies are glowing blue too, next to the empty throne. Also, I like that this is from Hani, Seraphim Hani, saying, glad I made it on time. This is my contribution. I also think they did a great job with, again, that saber cane idea that I mentioned I liked in that earlier entry. Oh man, I'm digging the short hair as well. I think with Imu we've been seeing long hair, and I feel like the short hair with the long cloak representing kind of like a fighter works. It's got like a noble design to it. The world government symbol on the little patch that holds the cape.
This design is just, it's one of those things, like I'm looking at her belt to see if like what the symbols are. It's like there's so much detail in this.
Yeah, man, I love it. Yeah, let's open this one up. Open image in new tab. Let's see if I could zoom in on the symbols. It's not letting me zoom in much more.
Oh, and Roger, make sure to look through the replies to this one, because she actually breaks down all of the designs on the outfit.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Hold on, let me open this up then over here. Wait, give me a second. Open this over here. Glad I made it in time. Look at the... Oh, wow! Whoa! She replied... This is amazing. She had supplemental concept art that she put in. Whoa! Wow! Okay. Here's the final rough sketch for the idea. I wanted a very regal look, and I tried to keep Eames gender ambiguous. Smart. Granted, I doubt Oda's design will look anything like this, so this is rather what I would do. The highest authority in the world. This is incredible. The amount of detail that went into this is incredible. You could see the solar system on the pants with the 5 planets to symbolize the 5 elders, the world government logo, the added sword for coolness effect. Honestly, I think, again, it works with the cane. The grand line and the red line represented in the actual design of the armor, which I think is really cool, and the blue representing the sea of the world. You've got the stars in the brooch that kind of goes around the, like, whatever that is. It's like the ascot part of the cape, where it says the stars represent the night, with Luffy being the one to bring about the dawn. The world government logo, the world government earring, the 3 eyes once again being the species, being something that comes up a lot. I also love the lighting on just this concept piece. I think is beautiful.
I mean, I don't want to say we found a winner because there's a lot left.
But this is a contender for sure. This is a contender for finalists. I don't see a situation in which this person doesn't walk away with one of the 3 prizes. This is incredible.
What do you think, Joy Boy?
We'll see. I mean, like, you don't need me to tell you that this is incredible. That's pretty much.
Wow.
This would be great.
Joy Boy. I need you to tell me if this is incredible.
Well, it's incredible. Okay.
Yeah.
If I, like, for a fantasy book cover, this would be amazing.
Amazing. Wow. It says here there's additional information as well that the 3-eye idea is based on Hidden Island's video. Shout out to Hidden Island. Personality-wise, I think Eam would be hard to read at first glance, which is why I went for ambiguity in the painting. The highest authority of the world, good or evil, you decide. And the planet names, by the way, as Tekking pointed out earlier, are written in Latin. That's it, I think. Preferred handle is in this. Good luck, everyone. Right on. Seraphim Hani, well done. Really, really great work.
I mean, even the details in the drapes that are coming down on the back wall.
Yes.
It looks faded, but also pops at the same time. It's a really weird effect.
Really gorgeous design on that one, man.
If I knew nothing about One Piece and I was just walking in a bookstore and I saw that as the cover for like a new fantasy series, I'd be like, I gotta check this out. Yeah.
Wow. And again, I mean, I think the thing that really stands out too is the fact that she included literally like the concept art with it. And the concept art, I think, could have easily been a finalist. Easily. That was just to explain the actual drawing. Incredible.
It also gives us a full body view of what, because you don't see the whole body here. So at least that's like, oh, here it is. Here's everything.
And the details, again, one minor thing, and then we'll move on, but I really, really love this, is the red line, grand line touch on the armor. I think is so cool. Having the red line go down like a zipper almost, and then have the grand line go across the bodice. Awesome. Really, really awesome stuff. Yeah, done.
They really look like straight up like godly.
Gorgeous.
In this artwork, yeah.
Yeah, really, really well done. Seraphim's in chat right now saying, I'm a random hobby artist, but would love to draw stories one day. Look, with your talent, go after it. Follow your dreams. You're killing it. Wow, gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. All right, so we shortlisted that one for sure. So we are moving on.
Absolutely.
All right.
I kind of feel bad for whoever's going to follow this up.
I know. I do feel bad.
Yeah.
This is a cool one, though.
This is good. This is good.
Yeah. Rahel Lassar, who says the inspiration being Mother Mary, world government theme fits Imu's silhouette of Christianity. Mary's also the queen of heaven and earth. She's surrounded by 12 stars like Imu and the 5 stars. I decided to go with the white because of the virgin idea and with another god in mind. Wish I would have had more time. Honestly, regardless, I think it still looks really, really cool.
It does.
It's so weird. The face is almost like a 3D model.
Yeah. The face actually on this one kind of looks like Vivi to me.
I thought it looked immediately like Boa.
Oh, Boa. I could see Boa as well, for sure.
Yeah.
Hairstyle, yeah.
You've got the jewelry on the crown as well. You got like the cross, but the world government stuff as well too, represented there.
The only thing I don't like is that the face is really detailed, and the rest isn't as quite.
Right.
It is a little separate from the red. It's like a little jarring because it's
Yeah.
To be fair,
maybe that's what they intended.
Yeah, they did say. I wish I would have had more time. So I think with more time, they probably could have fleshed it out and made it look even cooler. But you should be proud of it. It looks good.
It does. The brooch is definitely inspired from Mihawk.
For sure.
And the crown looks a little, But.
Yeah, right on. Hey, be proud anyway. Don't worry about it. You still did a good job, even if you said you rushed. You did great. All right, moving on. The next one. Ooh, this is a creepy,
cool.
different one. Okay.
Oh, this is awesome.
This is AEG, who said, my character designed the mysterious and powerful Imu-sama. Imu's bewitching eyes are more than enough to bring anyone who unfortunately lays their sights upon the single ruler of the world. Imu, One Piece fan art. I really like the fact that it's a mask and not a face.
Yeah.
EP0, you could say maybe designed based on Imu would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red, the gold, and the black, I think, looks really nice.
Just aesthetically, from the parts we've seen of Im in the story, it being a mask makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Also, I'm like, it reminds me of something. I feel like it reminds me of something from Bleach. You would know better than me, Tekking.
I mean,
Hollow-like.
I could see, Hollow-esque. Like, there's a lot of these that remind me of the Gillions, which are the large hollows with cloaks that have the masks. So that reminds me a lot of that. Yeah.
I actually really do like this one a lot. I think I think the nice thing about this one is it's slightly like more over designed than some of the other cloaks that we've seen, but within the over design, they're not including like Easter eggs. They're doing something different and original, which I think is a cool way to go about it. I really like it a lot. I find myself drawn to the black crowns. I think those onyx crowns are really cool.
I like the onyx crowns are the coolest. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people in the chat are going that maybe she's a member of the long neck tribe.
Yeah, that's all that as well.
I've heard a lot of theories
interesting.
about that. Yeah.
I love this design. Even I noticed on here, I clicked on this one. Even Emu Guy said, "I love this design."
There you go.
So you got the approval from Emu Guy. So there you go. I also really like this one. Could we shortlist this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a no doubter for me. Yeah. This is in contention for me.
I really like this one a lot. Yeah. All right, we're going to add that one. Boom, to the short list. Fred D. Love, by the way, just donated and said, what if Buggy would be the one that separated the red line with Awakening? Imagine if he cut the red line in two. Right where Laboon is. Huh? And then he put LOL. Why would you want Buggy to cut Laboon? What's wrong with you?
Because it would be funny.
It wouldn't be funny.
He would weigh less, so maybe he could go back across the reverse mountain.
He'd be dead. Well, unless it's Awakening and he cuts him and he just...
Yeah, it's like a law.
You put them back together.
Fine.
Okay, that's fine then. I was thinking for a moment he wanted Buggy to kill Laboon. I'm like, how dare you? Brooke and Laboon need to meet, not Laboon.
Laboon is a precious whale.
Yeah, we love Laboon.
He needs to be protected. Yes.
Absolutely, protected at all costs. All right. Well, great work. All right. Next one. Ooh, this is a scary looking one. The crown's on fire with this one. This is from Santo Celine, who said, this is my entry. Imagine if Emu could maybe be Lunarian, who ate the most evil devil fruit next to the Yami Yami no Mi. I referenced the volume 25 cover with the 4 future Yonko and Son Goku's goat in the middle for some reason. Could be maybe hinting at something. King of the World Emu-sama, the goat fruit, model Baphomet. Scary looking. Yeah. Ooh, with like the fire in the crown and everything too. The tears running down Emu's face.
The goat legs.
Yeah, the goat legs. Yeah, right.
This sounds like terrifying because, like, what if like Em ate an evil fruit and doesn't want to be doing any of this at all and is just being forced to by the fruit? And she's like crying.
That is an interesting idea when you think about like the whole idea of the souls within the devil fruits, right? Mm-hmm. And if potentially the soul was so strong that it took over the body of someone innocent. Yeah, I think. The design doesn't really do it for me, but the idea behind this one, well done. I like the idea a lot.
I just noticed the world government symbol as an X on their forehead.
Exactly.
Also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once again, like the tilting of the world government and the creepiness, everything on fire. Yeah, interesting idea for sure. Another one from Emu Guy. See, Emu Guy, I know his designs now. I know his art style. I could point it out from a mile away. Emu Guy said it would only make sense for the first villain of One Piece to be the last. Look closely. The two characters have the exact same sword. Only hid massive plot points in the first chapter. The Sea Devil tricked us into believing he was weak. Higuma is Im-sama.
He wanted to be eaten by that Sea King so he could control it.
Bruh.
And... I mean, Higuma kind of is like the same body type as Im, and you're right, he was using the same sword, so I mean, I can't really find any holes in this logic.
Is that Higuma's
What's
skin?
The OK symbol?
Is that Higuma's skin, or is that his shirt underneath? It looks like his skin folds folding over.
I'm assuming it's his shirt, but I don't know. I mean, you get eaten by a sea king and see how that does for your skin. I don't know, man. Like, I love how it's Zunisha's eyes, I guess, and then...
Oh, man.
I don't know. It looks creepy.
Very creepy.
Yeah, the
but
more that I look at this, it scares me.
Once again, well done, Emu Guy, coming through with the memes. Oh, this one's cool.
This looks like something from like a Johnny Bravo cartoon or something. I don't know.
This is from Trevin Persing. That's their artist handle, saying, inspirations were Soul Calibur 5's Raphael, Gorosei suits and the Admiral's coats, and the Umi Umi fruit. I had a lot of fun making the design, but I was unfortunately unable to get the shading in before the deadline, so I really hope you enjoy. That still looks cool. I like the creepy shadow with the swirl of the devil fruit and the world government sword. Like having the actual world government symbol be the hilt of the sword is kind of cool.
And I like the brooch this time just being like comically oversized.
Yeah, just huge.
Really yeah.
Definitely. The blonde hair and everything too. Yeah. Very cool. I like also
weird dot though. I kind of like the shadow. I like the shadow.
The shadow's cool.
Yeah, the shadow's cool. It reminds me almost like of Peter Pan. You know, like where the shadows in Peter Pan kind of have their own like not souls, but like because it's meant to be the soul of the person, but it's like their own personality essentially. You know, I would like to see what Gecko Morio would do with the shadow of this version of Emu, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, right on. This next one, this is a cool one. This is from Super Sharkade, who said, my submission for Emu. One of my ideas was for her to be a Lunarian with the Mizu Mizu Logia fruit, so I decided to run with that. Might not be super likely for the story, but I definitely think it would be a unique design for a One Piece villain. I think
that would be cool to mix
she's
fire
gorgeous.
and water.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I love this a lot. The wings off the back.
Marco, actually.
Very Marco-esque. It's like a water version of Marco, it seems like. Yeah,
tattoo as a tear on her face.
Yeah. Also, I like she's got a little bit of muscle, showing maybe she can she could do some fighting. I like it. Yeah. I also like how her robe is blending into the water. That's like her clothes are part of the water as well too.
That reminds me of another one we talked about earlier too. But like, yeah, they have that. I think this is shortlisted for sure.
I'm definitely shortlisting this one. I think this one's
some
great.
Avatar water bending here.
The Way of Water.
Water bending.
Yeah, One Piece: The Way of Water.
I didn't see it.
It's a good movie. I actually enjoyed it. I liked it. Saw it in theaters, had a good time. But yeah, this is definitely a gorgeous one. I think of all of the waifu emus that we've seen, she's my favorite in terms of the design.
Really?
Yeah, I think she's my favorite. Yeah. I think she's pretty. She looks different from a lot of the other One Piece villains, and yeah. I would want to get drinks with her, definitely.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, right on.
The last female endgame boss turned out to be Big Mom. So
there's so many final bosses in this list.
Oh, this is another one from Black Pasta. Saying, last idea from me, handles are in the picture. This is Imu-sama, ruler of the sea, modeled loosely after the Morticia Adams silhouette, since Imu's silhouette is so long. A third eye in the skin of a Lunarian, and when and where were they born? You can see another one. There's something hidden on the boobs. Unfortunately, we can't see it. They're covered, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kind of tattoo.
Yeah, yeah.
I like how they drew the face. It has a, it's like elongated in a way.
Yeah.
It looks different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The moon inside of the sun tattoo as well.
Very, very striking.
Definitely.
The crown is amazing.
Yeah, the crown is very cool in that one. I'm curious, looking back at Black Pasta's other one that we shortlisted, which was like the kid, the young version, like the young moon god or whatever. The crown in this one looks a little more regal and is highlighting the third eye. Whereas the other one, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that one had the third eye in it.
I don't know. I don't think it did.
Yeah.
Roger, we're 40 arts in. Come on now.
That's true. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's see. How many do we have left? Probably not many more.
Not too many. 3, 4, 5.
Another one from Emu Guy saying, Emu silhouette's really weird. Imagine if the top part was a crown, but what if the crown was a beak? Oh my gosh. And it's his last submission for the contest from the Emu Guy. Oh man. You got the swirl around it.
Perfect.
I love it.
It looks like that thing Pain summoned in Naruto. That one of the summons of Pain. That was like that
a
giant
penguin.
pterodactyl thing. Yeah.
Definitely creative. I'll give it that for sure. This next one is Emu from 800 years ago. Honestly, just for fun, from Argonaut. I hope that either Hani or Meadow win. I love their designs, and it seems like something Oda would definitely draw. Anyway, here's Emu taking the role of commander in her fight against Joy Boy with a nun headpiece, and still going alongside the the armor aspect that we saw from some of the other designs as well.
I like this as just like a simple, like you could tell it was just like a simple sketch.
Oh, yeah. Just like a fun idea.
But yeah, just like, and she even, it's like, oh, I'm probably like other people are going to win, but I just wanted to draw him.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's, that's part of the fun of it, I think. Yeah. Joan of Emu is what I'm seeing some people say into the chat.
Yep. Joan of Emu.
And the missing arms in there too, yeah. All right, we go. Oh, creepy one. This is made by Jack. Description for the entry is going to be over here. Let me open this on up. Boop, go on over here. My design for Eam was inspired by existing members of the Celestial Dragons and the actual silhouette from the manga. Face is clearly inspired by an interpretation of Doflamingo without his glasses, with the common hairline of the Celestial Dragons. You can't really tell without the crown, but I think Eam probably has a tall fishtail-looking hair for a Celestial Dragon, with the suit meant to be a highly decorated Celestial Dragon with the bubble head included. The bubble could be an interpretation for the veil or whatever. It's obstructing the shape of his face. I didn't give him a devil fruit because I believe Eam does not have a power besides influence, technology, and supreme control and mastery over Conqueror's Haki. The neck is super long because 1, Oda draws big necks, and 2, the proportions of the silhouette as they were introduced imply these proportions. Yeah.
I mean, did you see Denjiro's neck? I mean, now this guy beats out Denjiro, but holy
I would
crap,
say Dritz would approve of this guy's neck for sure.
Look at the veins on that neck.
Yeah, neck game on point for this one. Very interesting.
Is it just me, or does anyone else see teching in that?
I don't see teching in this.
I mean, you know what, Joy Boy? If
you're saying teching in this, teching's not evil.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it looks like the art that we put on the Reveries. I don't know.
All right, I'll go like cosplay as this guy, I guess.
All right.
You get some net rings, stretch it out.
Yeah, cosplay it for future.
You're stretching out my neck.
Go to the gym.
How would you even work out your neck like that? I have no idea.
I don't know, man.
I like that Emu guy, by the way, lied when he said it was his last entry.
Yeah, of course he did.
Of course he did. Now there's like, what even is this? There's a vacuum cleaner over here. There's a dude that says the One Piece isn't real with the crown on his head. He's a single guy crying in the corner. Yeah, some of these, I don't even know what this is. What is this?
Start a YouTube channel. What are you doing?
What in the world?
Thanks for being you, Emu guy.
We appreciate you, Emu guy. We definitely appreciate you.
Yes. We finally get to an actual emu.
Okay.
Way longer than I thought it was.
Wow.
This one is from the Two-Horned One saying, please no. I am very much aware of how unlikely this is going to be to happen, but I just want to do something goofy, all right?
It's likely.
It's more likely in One Piece than any other show.
It's true. I went with the whole emu equals umi theory with the blue. Two-Horned One is my name on TikTok and Instagram. And here we go. The Tori Tori no Mi model celestial emu mythical variant.
Yes.
It says, why this model? Well, when emu made their appearance, I think I was still a few chapters behind. A friend of mine told me the emu reveal will blow your mind, and all I heard was emu as in the bird. So for those few days I spent catching up, I really thought Oda was going to introduce an emu zone character. Obviously, I was way off the mark, but I was left with that image in my head, so I went for digging a more mythological emu, and when I saw the word celestial in front of emu, I just knew I had to go with this goofy ass design. The celestial emu, otherwise known as the emu in the sky, is a constellation and myth passed down in indigenous folklore. According to the myth, emus are creator spirits that soar through the sky and are known to help people predict what's happening in the world around them. I would imagine the fruit would give us and its user some form of clairvoyance. And we've got the emu underneath the robe, the galaxy underneath the robe as well, Rosalina style, and of course the blue of the emu, symbolizing the bird and the water.
I'll tell you what, if there's any manga where this could happen, I could see this in One Piece.
Like, it's One Piece.
It is One Piece, yeah.
I kind of love it. I kind of love it. I really do. I think of all the bird-inspired designs, this one takes the cake. Also, is that hair coming off the back of it? And like a human mouth underneath the beak?
Oh, I didn't even see the human mouth. But
super weird. I love it, though. Tori Tori no model, this is an honorable mention, for sure. Even if it's not shortlisted for the prize, you're getting an honorable mention just because of how much I love that you actually went with the emu design. Yeah. Very funny stuff. We've got this one, Saint Gaia Emu, Kami Kami no Mi. This is from Gnarly Von saying a false god imitating the sun god with her third eye cut out so she can't read the poneglyphs. So you can see the scar of the third eye. That's actually an interesting idea. I like that a lot.
I like that one. Yeah.
That might be the best individual idea that we've gotten so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do really like
she
the
did like
idea.
I don't want to see the world, and so she physically stabs the eye. Kind of like similar to Fujitora, honestly.
Well, it kind of goes along with the goat fruit one that we saw earlier too, where like the goat fruit user was being taken over by the soul of the devil fruit user and actually didn't want to do the evil things. Yeah, it's like trying to scar out the eyeball. Yeah, it's good, very cool idea. I like the idea for sure. Whoa, this one's cool. Well, this is from Free Mimi. It says, I took inspiration from the Gaia of Greek mythology. I believe Im has the mythical zone Hito Hito no Mi model Earth God and was granted immortality by a previous Op Op no Mi user. Her Earth abilities are what allowed her to create the red line. My handle is Free Mimi. Very cool. I mean, drew like an actual manga panel over here. Let me open this one in a new tab.
If they drew this, they nailed Luffy.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. Luffy looks exactly like he did, yeah.
Definitely. He says, give me back my hat. And why does everyone keep calling me Joy Boy? I see. So red hair hasn't told you. Pangea Castle, the Garden of Eden. Long time no see. Joy Boy. Yeah, really gorgeous.
Oh, look at the sun earrings. That
the sun and the moon right there. Panel. You're right.
Yeah.
This is a very... she's looking real nice, is all I'm saying. Yeah, she looks real nice. Is. King of the world, tattoos. Mother of all things, Emu. Yeah, I like the tattoos on the bottom as well.
She has a candle tattooed on her right leg, I think. Or maybe that's a plant. It looks like a candle. No, it's a vine.
I like this, though. It's still cool.
I like it.
And they really did nail, like you said, JB, they nailed Luffy's design.
I mean, it's spot on. Wow. My first thought was that they took a panel that already
they took his head, and but I think it's actually drawn.
I think this is redrawn. It looks redrawn to me. Chat's going mommy material with this one. For sure. She looks real nice.
And a cane sword once again.
Yeah, cane sword once again. I'm a fan of those cane swords. Very well done, Free Mimi. All right, let me this one's still open in the other panel. Yeah, I really did like that one a lot. Are we shortlisting this one?
I would say so, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. This was in contention for me.
That was an absolutely from Joy Boy. Absolutely. Okay, yeah, great work, Free Mimi. Okay, let's go back. I actually don't think we have many more left. Whoa, creepy with a long face.
Like less than 20.
Yeah, great. We're moving, man. Let me see. Emu's humanity abandoned him after centuries of solitude. To this day, there's nothing in this world that terrifies him more than other people. He's hidden himself away from the sun in Pangea Castle for 800 years, ruling the world and trying to keep the dawn from returning. This is from Razzle the Dazzle, and we've got long face Emu hidden away from the sun.
This guy's so creepy. He's like,
it's Attack on Titan again.
He does look Attack
a little bit.
He reminds me of a guy I went to school with.
Okay.
He does. He straight up looks like a guy I went to school with.
What's going on with the mouth? Is it the triangle or is that a goatee?
It's like he has a horse face.
I think it's just like he has because he said Emu's humanity abandoned him after centuries of solitude. So I think like the long face is supposed to be like he doesn't really have a soul anymore. That he's just like a hollowed out kind of corpse. Yeah.
I am Emu.
That is kind of what I think this guy would sound like.
Yes.
Very creepy.
His father.
Yeah. Whoa, okay, this one. Solus said, here's my submission for Imu-sama. I want to use a fruit that doesn't directly involve creating or manipulating water directly. So the Hito Hito no Mi model Hecate. Hecate fruit allows you to become the triple... Oh, Hecate, excuse me. Hecate. You're right.
Yeah,
Hecate.
Greek goddess of witchcraft. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So see, Tekking's already on this. He knows. Yeah, Hecate was the goddess of magic, witchcraft, and the night, moon, ghosts, and necromancy. The only child of the Titans Perseus and Astrea, from whom she received her power over heaven and earth. I chose the peach for the fruit as it was the first fruit eaten on the moon. And there's a lot of details in here written on this Google document. But I think because of the time we have, I can't go through all of this. We kind of just have to judge it based on the initial design with the maiden, the mother, and all the different ideas. If you want to fill us in, Tekking, on like what you know about Hecate, please, by all means, as I'm reading through this and I'm scrubbing to see if there's something that I should bring up.
Well, I know she's the Greek goddess of magic and witchcraft, and that's about it. But I do know that much.
It says her awakening grants her a giant form of the triple goddess. She has all the previous abilities and can also summon a localized supermoon, which grants her stronger powers than her previous forms. She affects the tides and the water and gravity using the power of the actual moon during this time, but it will wear her out. The inspirations visually were Saint Joan of Arc, the Gallo statue in the UK, and a random nun from Google. That's what it says.
A random nun, Google nun.
And then it says the 3 different forms of the maiden, which allows her to blend into shadows. The mother, which is her most powerful form, which blends the other 2 forms and allows her to use all the abilities. And the crone, the form that allows her to access lunar magic and blast from her hands.
That's a cool idea. That's a cool
very cool
concept,
idea.
though,
Yeah, lunar magic I think is really neat. Yeah, very, very neat. I don't know what's going on with the face on this one though. Like, is that a mouth or something? What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm not. Is she sticking her tongue out? I can't.
I don't know.
I think she might be melting.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's because it's like a merging between the.
Oh,
crone
no.
and
It's got a
the- yeah.
two-face thing going on. I see it.
It is kind of like a two-faced thing going on. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like the crone is like half of it's old, half of it's young.
Right. The
Oh,
maiden
my God,
side
you're right.
and the crone side, right. And then the mother. Yeah, very creepy. Very, very creepy on this one. I think more than anything else, your idea for the devil fruit. I think that's really cool. I never would have, like I said
Hecate's
it wrong.
cool, yeah.
I said hectate. I didn't.
Hecate.
Hecate. There you go. That's awesome, man. That's really, really cool. Cool idea for devil fruit. All right. This one.
I'll be right back. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
go
again.
right ahead. This is from Sorming, saying, my main inspiration was the beautiful being that is Stelly. I wasn't sure if I wanted to be competent or like an even more successful buggy, so you decide. Handle toothbrush. So this is Toothbrush's design, inspired by Stelly. And he goes, not very good, but hey, I tried. Don't worry about it. You're good. You tried, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Kill, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're almost done. Wait a minute. We're reaching the ending. So this was just past the commission cutoff because we extended it due to 1075 and the other chapters coming out. So people had a little bit of extra time. This is another one from Emu Guy who drew, what is this, an eggplant?
It's a promise breaker.
Wow. It says,
yeah, eggplant,
we know
definitely.
Luffy's favorite thing on Earth is meat. So what if his last and worst opponent was actually a vegetable? Emu Sokka.
Straight out of Sausage Fest, I guess.
All right, sure, I guess so. Another one from Emu Guy. Emu can't be anything else but the strongest
Can't
opponent
stop.
Luffy will ever meet. No wonder he does some push-ups. This is from E-Muscle Sama, who drew this.
Oh, God.
Also, the eyeballs are the nipples?
I want to zoom
Bruh.
in, should I?
You zoom in. Let's zoom in. All right, let's zoom in.
Yeah, they are. The abs look like mouths. That's funny.
Bruh.
All right. Well, no.
Emu Guy, I don't know where you're getting all this creativity from to submit all of these.
I mean,
truly.
what a mad lad.
What a mad lad indeed. Absolutely. Oh my God, bro, I can't even anymore. I can't even anymore. Emu Guy, what are
I
you
kind of
doing?
like it. I like it.
It's Elon Musk, bro. He drew Elon Musk as Emu.
I'm trying to be objective about the art here, okay? Like it.
We know Emu is on top of the world, so what if Elon Musk Sama actually bought the One Piece? It's that easy. Love the Emu Guy.
Oh my God.
We're looking at Elon Musk Emu.
He just
Praying
buys everything.
with
Yeah.
the world government symbols on his cufflinks. He buys everything.
Is it just his head just floating on a body? It's not even a neck. It's
Oh my gosh, dude. What is going I just don't know. Oh, Emu Guy, genuinely, please, if you're in chat or you're in the comment section of the VOD, or if you just want to tweet at me, like, did you just do a new one of these every single day? Like a different idea of somebody else's Emu? Because
Everybody
props
needs
to
a
you
hobby,
for
man.
that. Truly.
No. He is the Emu guy. This is what he does.
yes.
Doesn't stop.
It must have been really awkward before Eam was released what he would do with his life, but now
That's right.
he is. So there you go.
Honestly, here's what I suggest to you, Emu Guy. Emu Guy, what I think you should do is take every single drawing that you submitted for this contest and make a theory video about every single one and make that your YouTube channel and just call yourself the Emu Guy.
The emo guy.
Honestly.
And you know what? It's like throwing darts at a dartboard. Like eventually you're gonna nail one that's close to what actually EAM's all about.
Exactly.
So, there you go.
RPG Genius in the chat also donated and said, "This is it. AI art generators have finally met their match. It's Emu Guy. No one can match his creativity."
Nobody can.
Oh man. That's so funny. David Ortiz, by the way, donated and said, off topic, but how would the Gorosei react to a descendant of the sword guy Ryuma being the right-hand man of sun god Nika?
I mean, I feel like the Straw Hats are already on the hit list. They're already emperors. So even if they did find out that Zoro was really Ryuma, it's just like, all right, throw another 100 million on Zoro's bounty at this point. Like,
exactly.
If that wasn't important enough to mention in Wano, I kind of doubt it.
Yeah. All right, well, let's continue. Oh, this is cute. This is from Santeri, who is already on our short list for that that really, really great one. I'm going to pull up, where was it earlier? Hold on.
Yeah, what was the one from...
Santeri, yeah. I was going to say, I know, the Tim Burton one. With the really cool eyes.
Oh, the one I thought that there was like the courage one. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Santeri, I love this. Saying, have you noticed how Hattori disappeared in the recent chapters? What is he hiding? So this is the idea that Hattori is actually Emu.
Up to your observation.
It says, the throne in the center of the world. Nobody's ever sat on it. The symbol of peace. People will believe everything I tell them to. I, Hattorimu, am the real king of the world, the ruler of all beings.
No human has ever sat upon the empty throne.
Yes, exactly. True, exactly. No human, because it's actually Hattori in a giant cave.
No joke. If this actually happened, let's just pretend for a moment.
Yes.
I would allow it.
I would also allow it. I would actually kind of love it. Because I think, I haven't looked back at all of this, right? And I'm sure other people have, but I think if he actually was to do this and make Hattori Emu, I think Emu being present for the events of Water 7, Eni's Lobby, and Egghead Island is fascinating. Like, actually being there.
Even if you want to do a thing where it's like maybe not Hattori's literally Emu, but Emu could like see through the eyes of Hattori, even then I'd be like, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or even like, we haven't gotten to it in the story, we're coming in close, but like people have said, oh, it's Edison or it's Saturn or it's all these other characters who are like, manipulating things. It was actually Hattori because we haven't seen Hattori since Lucci and Kalka were freed. Maybe Hattori's off in the background doing stuff.
Every review after he got knocked out, Hattori's been gone, and I'm like, you better pay attention to that bird. He's
doing something in the background. He's fishy.
Yeah.
I love this, though. Submitting a meme entry as well. I think this is great. Great work, Santeri. Really good stuff.
That's great. Love it.
All right, I think we are coming in close. Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Wow. This is from Emu Guy 2 saying, it must feel good to be king of the world. Emu is just happy. Horrifying face on this Emu. Also, what in the world is going on in the background to that? Is that meant to be like the sea? Is that meant to be other emus?
Dude, I don't even know. Well, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Honestly,
horrifying.
It looks like a magic eye thing. Yeah.
Horrifying. Ooh.
This is good.
This is from Zran PR, who said, since the deadline was extended, I would like to update my submission a bit, putting emphasis on beams and the implication that they're part of Emu's ability. Well, I'm glad that you submitted because we didn't see the submission earlier, I don't think.
No.
So I think you might have submitted incorrectly. So I'm glad that you actually managed to submit correctly. This is perfect. Mythical Paramecia Umi Umi no Mi model Astral Sea looks very much like Elden Ring, doesn't it? Where you fight... it's not the queen, but it's like the headmistress lady. Like the magical headmistress
I've only played
lady.
an hour of Elden Ring.
Okay. Well, you got to play more of it. That game is great.
I know.
Or like Ronnie, maybe? Maybe it's meant to be like Ronnie's area? I don't know. Also, you can see the world government symbol with the planets in the background and the lines coming down, the beams for Lulucia. Renala, thank you. Renala and Rhea Lucaria, thank you.
Yeah, with like the blue sun, I guess, in the center, I guess.
I like this.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Interesting that they drew Emu with the crown off instead of the crown on. I think we haven't seen very many of these.
No, yeah, usually it's with the crown or some like the hair or some kind of thing that's the crown, but that's unique.
Another very kind of classic waifu looking design with the bandages wrapped around the legs too and the wings. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm curious how this was drawn though.
It looks digital. But
it does look digital.
Like, it looks to me.
Yeah. I've seen this kind of art style before. I just don't know how you do it.
A video game.
Yeah.
It actually looks cool blown up like this. Like
there
full screen.
Yeah, that looks way better.
That actually looks significantly better. Yeah. Yeah,
I like that it looks painted as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a painting and a digital art kind of mixed together somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like
Vampire
it a lot
vibes.
too. I'll shortlist this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm down to shortlist this one. I like this one. Whoops. Copy the link. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, hold on.
Bada bing!
I almost put that in the chat instead of putting it in the Discord.
I mean,
People
either
have
way.
been like, what? Why are you linking to this? Very cool, though. All right. Oh, my gosh. Another one from Emu Guy. All right. Now we're towards the end now. Here we are. Saying, we know the One Piece is an afro, huh? And what famous character has an afro? Well, you guessed it. As an homage to Toriyama, Sai Aen Goku is Emu in disguise.
I note, if you haven't seen the Lafro Tail theory, that theory is amazing.
I have not seen that theory at all.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Do it. It is great.
What's it called?
Afro Tail by I think the name on here, Dax Sake.
Dax Sake.
Not sure. It's great.
I will check them out. All right. One Piece YouTuber and theorizer, Dax Sake. I will definitely check it out. To be fair, I do love Afro Luffy. Literally one of my favorite things in all of One Piece. I love him.
Oh, it seems like a meme, but it's not.
Okay,
I will definitely check it out. Yeah. Dax Sake. I will check this out as soon as the stream is over.
But yeah, I love that it's Goku that's actually.
Ooh, this one's kind of creepy. I like the idea that Emu maybe looks like Shanks in some way. Anime Crunch did this one. Says Emu-sama is an imposing figure, a tall and powerful figure with an air of menace and authority that demands respect. The face is youthful, and he has a stern and emotionless look, and the eyes are cold and calculating. His hair is long and red. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was just Shanks at first, but no. Oh, he goes on with the explanation a little bit.
No, it's Guild Arts.
Guild Arts? Oh yeah, there's a whole explanation here. Hold on. I'll open this up and then scroll down. He's dressed in a luxurious outfit of dark colors and has a large red and black cape draped around his shoulders. A large crown rests atop his head, symbolizing his status as the de facto king of the world. And Emu's presence is intimidating and commanding, radiates power and strength. His voice is deep and authoritative, and it's a conquering aura of authority that makes it impossible for anyone to disobey him. His presence is so powerful that even the strongest of pirates, such as Shanks, bow their head in respect to Emu. Emu's reputation is only known to a few throughout the entire world, but his power is feared, and it is said that the power to bend the rules of the world to his will makes him a formidable foe. He is the father of Shanks, and is known to be an evil man who has caused much suffering in the world. Despite this, he's respected and feared by the Gorosei and those who know of his existence. Interesting.
I love how a lot of people have settled on the idea of Eam just being a redhead. Red hair is a common theme through most of this. This is very, very stark.
Really well done.
Scary.
Yeah. I also like the idea that this would maybe explain how Shanks was able to have an audience with the Gorosei. That maybe like what's the Figureland family? The Figureland family. What's Shanks' family again?
You had it close enough.
What's his family's name?
Land.
I'm confused. Do we know Shanks' last name? What's this?
It was in Film Red. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Wait, did you not know this?
I knew he was he was found in a treasure chest in God Valley. I didn't know he had a last name.
Yeah, Figureland is what people are saying in the chat. Yeah. So there we go.
Is that official? It's not on the wiki or anything.
It is definitely. Hold on. It's in. Hold on. Let me type this in. Shanks.
I'd have to look into that. I've never even heard that before.
Let me see. Yeah, the Figureland family, a bloodline mentioned by the Five Elders in One Piece Film Red. They speculated that Uta was part of the Figureland family, possibly based on a familial relationship with Shanks.
I had no idea about that. I gotta look into that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Well, you've definitely seen Film Red, right?
Well, yeah, I've seen it like
of course.
3 times. So that's the weird thing. It's just like
You're like, how did that not stand out to me? Yeah. It says, Ryo in the chat says the actual Japanese is Figarando. Is the Japanese. Figarando. Cool. Thank you very much.
Now we just got to say it like that.
Right. Well, yeah. Because otherwise, you don't know how they're going to translate it. Yeah. I actually really like this one a lot, though. I like the idea that Shanks is potentially tied to Emu. I like that it looks different from most of the other designs. I like that the headdress isn't just like the crown. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to shortlist this one if you guys are cool with it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah.
Also kind of looks like old school art, like Shanks back time skip.
Definitely. Code 1ZX said, I believe Emu is actually a mermaid and used Prometheus during the Joy Boy era. Otohime did say that she met the queen in the Fishman Island anime flashback. Did no one ever catch that? Really?
Wait, what now?
Let me read this again. I believe Emu is a mermaid and used to be Prometheus during Joy Boy's era. Otohime said she met the queen in a Fishman Island anime flashback. Did no one catch that?
No,
I have no idea what they're talking about. Yeah.
Do not comprehend.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
I tried.
Yeah, we don't know what you're talking about. But
I'd have to go back and rewatch Fishman Island. It's been a while since I watched the anime.
Miles in the chat said, how did Shanks' family name fly right by teching? I'm fully expecting a video in a day or two now.
I have no idea. Well, because also, like, I check the wiki often, but it's not, like, in the wiki. It's not, like, on his page as, like, that's his last name.
Well,
so
because it's kind of like, it's something that's, I don't even think it's really confirmed in the movie. It's alluded to based on them talking about Uta.
But Uta's not biologically related to Shanks either, so like then you get problems with that. But
exactly.
I'll look into this. I'll figure this out. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back. I think we're almost done now.
We're almost at the end. Yeah.
This is another one from Emu Guy, who said Emu came directly from the moon. I know it's among the ugliest emus I've submitted, and yet it's based on actual manga footage from Eneru's cover story. Emu came from the moon. I tried to uncover every possibility.
I mean, there are space pirates, and they kind of look like that. Yeah.
The crown is on the hump.
What even is going on here? The stomach. Why does he have a barometer on his pants?
Because the space pirates, like the fox pirates that Eneru runs into on the moon, have things like that, and that's
no. One looks almost exactly like this. That was definitely his inspiration.
Yeah, that is wild.
That's great.
Incredible.
Wow. Emu Guy, I'm telling you, man. Whoa, what is this one? Schloobot, my emu ate the Goo Goo Gaga fruit, transforming them into a baby and giving them the abilities of compelling people to give everything on a silver platter. Like a baby. It's time for your nappy, sire. What is this? Okay, I'm shortlisting this one immediately. I love this.
That just reminds me of, that's shortlisted. That just reminds me of Koenma from Yu Yu Hakusho.
The Goo Goo Gaga fruit user emu. They're the baby, gotta love them. Referencing dinosaurs, the old Jim Henson show? Like, what?
I'm the baby, gotta love me.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. Time for your nappies, sire. I adore this. I really genuinely love this. I love the stylization of this one. I love how he drew the crown. Dude, I think it's so funny. It's also very Oda-like. I feel like this is something that Oda would do. Be like, she's a baby. We're ranking a king style in this up. You know what I mean? Like, what in the world? Oh, Granite Dude said, that one's actually mine. Oh, this is you.
Oh, Granite Dude.
Saying, notice one of the swords. Oh my God, one of the swords is from Fire Emblem.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see it, yeah.
I love it. Also, I just noticed the pacifier in the
the pacifier.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks very old school Disney. I love too the little the shield with the world government thing on it, holding the rest of his cape together.
I will destroy Lulucia, and then I will have my cup of milk, and then.
Could you imagine if we actually Luffy runs into the throne room or the Garden of Eden or whatever underneath Mare Joa, and he runs in and he's looking for Emu, who's been talking about for so long, and you hear sucking of a pacifier. Nice to meet you, Luffy-sama. It's like a little...
And then Luffy's just like, I'm gonna punch you. Wait, what? Oh, I did not expect this. Okay.
Luffy just punches a baby in the face. Oh,
I can see Luffy punching a baby in the face, honestly. Like, I don't think Luffy will be perturbed by that.
I wish to void century all the world. Take out all of Luducia. Wipe out the Nefertari family. And bring me my binky in the meantime, please.
All right. I had the Orochi voice. You can have the Eam voice. That's perfect. Yeah, there you go.
I hereby say that Monkey D. Woofy, who is the new Nika, will be wiped from the face of this earth. I shall swear it as Emu, the Goo Goo Gaga user. That's hysterical, dude. I love this one a lot. Yeah,
I love that one. Okay.
Roger enhanced that one quite a bit.
I like
Never
this.
change, man.
I won't. That's great.
All right. I think we have the last one, which is as befittingly it is.
Befittingly, the final entry was Emu Guy. without a doubt, saying, not sure if the contest is still open. He submitted this on the 26th, bro.
I'm telling you, this isn't a hobby, man. This is his life.
He said, I'm not sure if the contest is still open, so there was no communication for some time, but I've been doing more emos. So here are more emus. Maybe they're not eligible, but just enjoy them anyway. Emu is the king of the key of One Piece, and he just drew a key.
He's just a key. He's just a key.
Den Mushimu.
Sure.
All right.
Oh my God, please.
King Kong Emu. Okay.
And Django.
Oh my gosh, dude. Kong with those eyes is horrifying. Though it's kind of funny. I never even considered like Kong's crown or Kong's hairstyle maybe being like the crown, because we've only seen the crown in silhouette, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. True,
yeah, we have. It's only in silhouette. It looks like Kong's hair. He looks cracked out of his mind.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, okay, everybody. Oh, that's good crack. Okay, and then, so we're going to take out Lucia Kingdom right now, all right? We're going to nuke it to the ground. All right.
Of all the entries Emu Guy sent, I think it is so weird that the very last one he sent was Emu is Django. Of all the characters, Django?
What the heck is going on in the background, man?
What is this? Yep. This is some weird psychedelic thing. You got the...
I feel like we could do a whole separate contest just about
for Emu Guy.
Emu Guy. Yeah, Emu Guy.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. Because we did a lot of short lists. Emu Guy, while you were very creative, I think Teching, Joy Boy, and I can come to the consensus that I do not think you have won the Emu Art Contest. However...
Emu Guy, you win the first annual Emu Guy Art Contest.
That's right. So what I'm going to do... I'm actually going to throw an additional prize in there, specifically for you, Emu Guy. For all the hard work and all the entries, I'm going to send you specifically a $25 Amazon gift card. As a thank you for participating and sending out so many different Emu art pieces. Even though you're not shortlisted, you know what? You're shortlisted in our hearts. Even though you're not in the honorable mentions. Even though I did like his Moon God version. That first one that he sent that was kind of serious. Like the one that was encased in the moon I thought was cool. But I'm sending you a third prize anyway, just for being awesome. But we're still going to give away top 3 prizes too. This is just a bonus for, being so great. Emu Guy, you deserve it. Shout out to you, Emu Guy.
Emu Guy, you have gotten the approval of Eames.
That's right. All right, so now what we're going to do, because that's it. We're done. Look at this. Boom.
We got it.
All caught up. First off, congratulations to everybody who was shortlisted, and massive thank you to Teching and Joy Boy for sitting through and sifting through all of these. This was still, I'm pretty sure, way less time than it took us during the last 2 art contests, because we went through the entire drive, and those were like 5 or 4 hours long.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a winner in the next 30 minutes, I feel like. So we're doing this in under 3
it
hours.
won't take that long. We don't have that many.
What'd you say?
How much time did you spend sorting even before then?
Oh, the nice thing about this is that sorting everything on, for this contest was relatively simple because it was automated via quote retweets. So I could just sort down from the very beginning and drag your way up. Because anybody could use that link. I'll put the link in the description afterwards if people want to see all the different Emu art pieces in order. They can actually just scroll using the same search URL that I put in the chat here. But in terms of sorting in like the old art contests, dude, I mean, going through the drives took
it was
days.
A mess.
Yeah, it was a mess.
The Green Bull one I did was 4 hours long just for the stream. And your Vegapunk one was almost 4 hours. It's 3 hours 48 minutes.
Wow.
So this has only been like 2.5. So I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves here.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Once again, shout out to everybody who submitted. There were some really, really great entries this time around. But now what we are going to do is separately pull up the members of the short list. So let me just grab these. How many did I have, curiously? Let's see. Did you guys have any listed on your end? Let me see.
I mean, the ones that I was just writing them down at the beginning.
Oh, the same ones that we chose.
Saved.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so and then I just have that. So I'm just gonna pull.
Well, I didn't do anything. I'm just gonna scroll through where you.
Yeah, posted them.
It.
Yeah, you do that
all
while
the
I'm pulling all the other ones
these
up.
ones. Yeah.
All right. So here we go. And this will tell me exactly how many of these we have. Copy the link again. Man, some of these really are great. Looking at these again. Like,
I think we only have 19 in here.
Only that's it?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's tough.
All right, let me pull all these back up again.
And I was like, how do you choose?
I know, there really were a lot.
I mean, we could do whatever you want to do, but you don't want to just go through another pass and just see like the next round.
That's what I was saying.
It down even further.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Is we just do one easy pass, go through all of them again. maybe do like a top 3, like each of our top 3, and then reveal that at the ending, and then do like
okay, yeah, we could do that.
A group of it. Yeah. Here we go. And then I'm gonna do a couple more. We're almost there. Chat, thank you for hanging in, by the way, for this very, very long stream. Greatly appreciate it. Lots of viewers the whole time too, which is awesome. All right.
God, there's so many good ones. Maybe top 5.
Yeah, maybe we should do a top 5. Honestly, maybe we should do like a top 5 and then
count up the points.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do our own separate rankings, count up the points, and then see if that decides.
That's a good call. I like that a lot.
And just maybe write down the people that drew that, just to make it easier to find them.
All right, I'm not going to remove any of these from the tabs that I'm opening, so then we could easily cycle between them if people have a question or anything like that. So, all right, I think I'm getting close to adding all of them now. Man, just even posting these back in, it's like there are some really, really good ones here. Okay, here we go. Couple more chats. We're almost there. Here we go. Super Shark, we're coming on the ending. Every artist did an amazing job. I agree, really. You guys came out in spades for this. This was a lot of fun.
This was great.
Because this is going to be like actually genuinely difficult to figure out.
Oh, yeah.
Who's taking it home. I think we only have like 2 more after this.
How many, is there like a first, second, third prize, or is that
Yes, there is. So first prize is the Amazon gift card, the $100 one, and the Film Red package. Second prize is I think it's 50, and third prize is 25. So there we go. All right, we've got them all. All of those shortlists right now. Now, it's just a matter of once again showing all of them on screen. So we've got, let me open these up, Schloobot and the Goo Goo Gaga Fruit. Anime Crunch with the Shanks-looking figure. We've got Zorion PR with the cool like digital art with the waifu emu. Free Mimi with that awesome manga panel spread. Super Sharkade with the cool Lunarian version of emu with the Mizu Mizu Logia fruit. AEG with the cool masked version of emu. Hani with that really gorgeous painting of emu and the concept art as well. Raka Arts with Tekking's favorite waifu. Black Pasta, which I think this is our favorite of the 3 that Black Pasta submitted, which was the Young Moon King emu. Smearg with the golden poneglyph robe emu. Mazarin with the Genshin Impact emu. Yonatan with that really cool graffiti art looking emu. Sonteri with the Tim Burton-esque emu. The GIF emu with the calm emu with like the planetary tattoos by Rakufi. Meadow with Emu the King of the World, like the doll-looking emu with the sword. Chancil with the character art concept sheet for emu. L with the Mother Mary emu with like the bleeding eye tattoo. Homura with the midday break one with the subdued colors that we said we liked. We've got the Explanova one, which was the Void version of emu with the World Government staff. And I think that's it.
I think that's all of them, yeah.
So I have to shortlist then. Let me write this down. Or actually, I guess I could write this in my chat.
In mine. This was tough, man. I wrote down 10 to consider.
I wrote down 7. I wrote down my top 7.
All right. I'm writing down just my top 5. I think to make it quicker, we should just eliminate to top 5 right now. I think we go through, we write our top 5, do that, and then we tally up the points at the end of all of it. All right. So let's see.
I got it then.
I'm doing, oh man, this is tough.
I'm ready to go.
It's tough. It's tough.
Also, don't worry about any particular order for these top 5. I think you're okay.
Sure?
Yeah.
I did.
Well, yeah, if you're ready to do them in a particular order, then I think you can. Oh, shoot. I have to look at some of these again. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I wrote mine down in like my 5 to number 1 being my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Man, oh, man, oh, man.
How many people are in here right now? Like, we have like 1,000
I think like there's 1,000 still. Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours.
It's around 1,000. Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah,
fantastic. All right, here we go.
Yep.
This is a quiet deliberation phase.
It's so tough to judge this because each piece for the most part is different. Like there's some that did no background and exceptional character designs.
Yes.
There's some, and it's really tough. The manga, stylistically they're different. So I don't know.
I think the thing is I know my top 3, but it's difficult to like nail it down to a top 2. All right, here we go. Oh man, I really like this one too though. Dude, there's just really good ones. They're really, really good.
I feel bad for cutting some of these.
Yes,
I do too.
exactly.
I know.
And
There's like really excellent ones.
And then you get to one that's like, oh, okay, that's my top 5. Oh, I forgot that one. Oh, I forgot that one too. Oh, I forgot all these.
Oh man, I forgot this one. Oh no.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I think.
Right.
Oh man. All right, I think I got my top 5. All right, you want me to start? Right. I got him.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
My number 5. I think of all of the waifu designs that we saw and all the different designs utilizing the water devil fruit. This one happened to be one of my favorites. This is the one from Super Sharkade. Really, really liked this one a lot. I just thought the actual presentation of the image was really, really pretty. I liked the water idea and the concept of like the dress turning into the water. I liked the wings. I liked that they didn't go too overboard with including extra things like the third eye or anything like that. I think this one is really, really pretty. So this one is my number 5. Number 4 is Chanseel with this really amazing character concept art. I just really gorgeous all the way around. I appreciated that they actually went out of their way to do the side view and the back view to really show Emu from every single angle. I also think that of the ones that I put on my list, this one looks the most like Oda's art to me. I just think this one's fantastic. So I put this one at 4. I put at 3, just because I thought the concept is super goofy and I think it's something that Oda would do, and I had fun doing the baby voice. I'm going with the Goo Goo Gaga fruit user. I think this is super clever. I think it's something that like Oda would do in the story if given the opportunity. And I just think it's not a devil fruit that we've seen anywhere else. So I'm putting that one at 3. At number 2, this one might be kind of surprising because it's a little more basic compared to some of the others we've seen. It's in black and white, but I just think the design and the look of this is so half Oda-esque, half Tim Burton-esque that I think it would make sense in the story. And I think it is probably the cleanest looking design of the whole contest to me. And that is Sonteri's really cool, like elegant, creepy version of Imu-sama. That one's my number 2.
I feel like our lists are going to be really similar.
I think they probably will be, yeah. But I really, really loved this one a lot. So I gave this one number 2. And then number 1, no huge surprise, completely blew me away with the painterly look of it, blew me away with the concept design, all the different little details and the way they were imbued in the clothes. Number 1, I gotta go with Hani, no doubt about it. This art is completely gorgeous. And even if this art wasn't there, I would have still probably voted in the top 3 just based on the concept art alone and the amount of love that went into this. So that's my top 5. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Who's up
I can
next?
go next. My top 5. Let's start with actually Sonteri as
perfect.
the Tim Burton.
Great.
Yeah, I was picturing it more like I said, like a Courage the Cowardly Dog villain. But yeah, the Tim Burton thing that works pretty well. Just the giant eyes, just the creepiness of this. Like. I just think it works.
Yeah.
You nailed pretty much all of it. Yeah. The veil, the designs around it. Yeah, I could see this as a One Piece character, definitely. Like I said, like it would look a little bit differently if Oda drew her, but like the overall design would be pretty much a 1-to-1.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Number 4.
Number 4 was actually the same as your number 4. It was Chansel.
Oh, great. All right,
yes.
Excellent.
This was the first entry I think I saw because like a couple days ago I was like, all right, I want to look through some of these entries and see like where we're at right now. And I saw this and I'm like, oh, this might just be the winner right here.
Right, I know.
Because I love the dress. I love ancient Egypt stuff. So you got the Ankh, you got the Pharaoh like Viper up there, you got red hair, you got Pudding's third eye, like the third eye tribe as the popular theory for Eam. And love that. Now, as you said, I just love all the different side views, different positions of her face, her holding the butterfly, her from the side, her from the front, the cloak up. I love that.
Tekking, I love you and I've known you for so many years. I know you like it from the front, definitely. I know the front view version is your favorite. You don't have to lie to us.
I make one boob video 6-7 years ago, and that's going to be the sword of Damocles over my head for the rest of the campaign. When I die, it's going to be the Teching 101. Okay, you know how they can laser on... They can laser on like pictures of like, you know, people on a tombstone.
Yeah,
just
right.
laser on that thumbnail of that boob video on my tombstone.
I love it. I love it. So what's your number 3 then? Let's hear it.
Number 3 is Mazarin, the Genshin Impact character.
Yeah, okay, nice.
That one right there. That was just so striking, like straight out of a video game right there. Love the blue aesthetic mixed with the purple bow and the red eyes and the butterflies, the glow effect. As you said, redrawing. I know backgrounds aren't like covered, but like just the effort going through to redraw the empty throne. That's really epic. And so just like I was zooming in just to like the head thing, like little star on her veil, and even that's highly detailed.
Oh yeah,
and the shading is perfect. So yeah, number 3 is Mazarin.
Right
number
on.
2 is the one I thought was my favorite at the beginning, was Raka's, the one with
Raka's. Which one? Of course. Oh yeah,
there it is.
Of course.
I mean, come on now. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, the Ice Queen thing.
That's
just
right.
Staring down, and the white hair, and the like you said, the shading behind, the writing on the empty throne, the dress, the boobs. Yes, okay, it works. Yes. And that was probably my favorite, because I was going through these like yesterday and today. I did not see the one from Hani. I don't know if I just missed it or I was just doing a quick pass through them all. But that was the first time I saw it today, was the one from Hani, and I had to put that as number 1 because for all the reasons mentioned before, the design, like the extra effort to go through and break down the entire character. Because when I first saw it, I was like, okay, really cool. I kind of wish I could see like her full body because it's at that angle. And then I just scroll down and see this. I'm like, oh, okay, this is perfect then. And she wins. Yeah. So there you go.
All right. So that was your first, right?
Yes, that was my number 1. Yes.
So how we're going to do this then with assigning points is we put these in order. 5th place for all of our lists gets 2 points. Second gets, fourth gets 2 points. Third gets 3. Second gets 4 points, and first gets 5 points. So that's how it's going to work.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. All right, give me 1 sec while I'm tallying this up really quick. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, we got a leaderboard.
I know, we got a leaderboard. I'm typing all this stuff in.
Leaderboards!
All right.
Ani number 1, obviously.
Okay, so Hani's your number 1 as well.
No, I mean in the leaderboard right now.
Oh, in the leaderboard right now. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Well, I'm not going to reveal my list early. Come on.
Of course, I know. That's why I was surprised. I went, oh, okay. You're doing something.
Mine is the decider.
There we go. That's true. You are the decider. Okay, let me see. Sonteri, that's 1. Chansil was your second, right, Tekking?
No, Chansil was my
your fourth. Right, you're fourth.
Yes.
But I mean, 2 points. Okay.
Yeah, Sonteri, Chancel, Mazarin, Raka, and then Hani.
Got it. All right, JB, I'm ready for you. Let's hear it.
All right, this was real tough. I try to be as objective as possible here. My number 5, I went with Chancel.
Okay, you got it.
Just because I think you had to include this one. It's the most One Piece, aside from another one that we're going to talk about. But it just fits in the world of One Piece, and it just looks gorgeous. It's pretty much as simple as that. And the Three-Eyed Tribe idea was really common, and this one was the one that I felt like did it the best. So,
right on.
5 was Chancel. Number 4, I put AEG.
Oh, yeah, this one was a really good one. I was going back and forth on this one. I loved the mask concept, too.
I was debating whether to put that on there.
Yeah.
I came very close.
It took the creepy elements of it and did it in the most One Piece way, I felt like. The color palette was amazing. It was cool. I didn't just want to pick all waifus. And yeah, I mean, it's just really good looking piece.
Absolutely.
I elevated a little bit because there were some with backgrounds, like Tekking, you were talking about. I forgot the name.
The Mazarin one with the
the empty throne. That one as a piece is so gorgeous. But so I just did totally based on design. This was really, really creative in my opinion.
Really cool.
Number 3 for me was Freemi.
Oh yeah. Okay, the manga panel one.
Oh yeah.
Freemi, of course.
I
It's a good one.
The Luffy was so on point that that shouldn't count, but it counted. Sorry, everything in it gorgeous, but also the emu design itself. It felt like an official, like you're reading a manga from a professional.
Yes.
So, that's basically my deciding factor there. Number 2, I put Santiri.
Okay, there you go.
I love that one.
Let me pull that one up. That's the Tim Burton one I'm thinking of, right?
That's the Tim Burton one. Yep.
Yep.
So we talked about this at the time, but it's really like Oda does weird things with proportions on the face, eyes, nose, face shape. He's done basically everything. So to come up with something that it doesn't seem familiar to me in One Piece, but also fits in One Piece that's pretty much why I put this so high. That was incredible to me, and I just love the design. Period. Plus, Oda likes to be by things, so if he's inspired by Tim Burton at some point in time, nobody's surprised.
No,
not. He's already done.
Bark. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got Thriller Bark, and Mihawk's Island is like a 1-to-1 for Nightmare Before Christmas. Like it's right there. Yeah.
But you said this as well. The big eyes, man. That just I don't know. Man.
I love it.
It works. Is basically my argument there. And number 1 is no surprise, Hani.
Yeah.
Hani wins.
Yeah, Hani's definitely. We could say for certain. Hani definitely won. First, no doubt about it, this is the winner. All 3 of us put Hani at first place. We have to actually add up the points to get second place and third place. But I mean, let's just work our way backwards, right? Let's start with first place then and go back. This seriously is stunning. When I saw this on screen, I did not see this when I was going through the entries either, Teching. When I was scrolling through them, it didn't show up for me. And then when I saw it on screen, I was like, oh, I think this might be our winner.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, immediate.
I love, this is something, again, I brought up very briefly. I love the short hair. I love the attention to detail with the Latin naming of the planets. I think the actual look of the outfit with the red line and the grand line is such a smart way to do that. The puffy legs, the puffy arms, you've got the saber, the drawing of the empty throne, the concept art that laid out everything perfectly. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, really, really beautiful stuff.
I would love to know, and I think Hani's in the chat, of how long exactly took you to draw this.
Yes, please.
This is insane.
Please,
and we know what my
Hani.
favorite one was before this, and even after that, I saw this, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna. This has to be the winner. This is objectively, like, just amazing.
Yeah. Any other last
You could put
things?
text above this. You could put text above this. The celestial, spheres or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
and
you could
it
do
would just
anything. Yeah.
and it would just work as front page art for something.
I also think the perspective of this is really cool too, with like, it's that angled upwards tilt of the camera where you've got the empty throne. I think the perspective of like having Emu kind of angled in with the crown and then the throne angled in on the other side, it just looks really good. It's aesthetically very pleasing to look at.
It's artwork.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely
you can
beautiful.
See this in a museum framed really fancy. Like,
Definitely.
It's that good. Yeah.
It's artwork.
It's artwork.
And I love, too, that world government thing that's holding the cape together, the world government earrings. Again, clearly a member of the Three-Eyed Tribe, but it isn't like a pronounced portion of the design, right? It's just something that exists as part of it.
I said this before. The craziest thing to me about this, and I know nothing about art, so
sure,
bear that in mind. But it looks faded almost in the background. But when you actually zoom in, you see detail in it, and whatever that effect was, that the technique is just really it sold it for me.
Yeah.
They said it took about 15 to 20 hours to draw.
Wow, 15 to 20 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And the perspective was really hard, which I can tell that because the perspective is not something we've really seen played with. I mean, a few times it was played with, but like this is a perfect example of that.
All right, you guys keep riffing for a bit while I add up these numbers.
Okay, adding up the numbers. Who do you think's going to be number 2 then? Let's see.
Well, see, I don't know who is on your list. Okay, so I on my list I had Santiri, Freemi, AEG, and Chancel. Did you have any of those on your list?
I had Santiri and Chancel. Yeah. So those two are definitely going to probably be number 2 or number 3. I hope it's probably going to be Chancel, honestly.
I don't feel like anybody picked Freemi, which makes me sad. What do you guys?
Freemi with the really cool the manga panel.
The manga panel, yeah.
I
like
thought
that
about
one a lot.
that one. It's just there was so many other ones. Like I really wanted to pick the one with the gold and the one with the poneglyph on the robes. Like I really wanted to pick that one, and that was like number 7 for me. It's just there's so many good ones, man.
There really were.
I had some others written here as well. Shout outs, honorable mentions: Hamura, Yonatan, and I guess we got the rest. So Homura and Yonatan, you were also in my top 7.
All right. I think actually this is much clearer than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think that was necessarily the case. I just looked at who was doubled, and you guys said Chancil and Sontiri were the ones that were on all of our lists. Every single person listed the two of them. That actually worked out because there were a lot of people who only one of us mentioned. So like, it says here, Tekking, you said Raka Arts, which was this one, right?
Yes.
You put that
the
at
one
your
with
second place with 4 points. So that instantly like boosted Raka Arts way up in the ranking. Mazarin was another one that you put that was 3, but you were the only one that put Mazarin. I was the only one that put Schlubat, which is I'm the baby gotta love me.
Yeah.
Super Sharkade. I was the only one that put Super Sharkade. You were the only one, Joy Boy, that put Free Mimi. AEG as well. So actually, we have the winners. Okay. Yeah. So coming in second place is actually Sontiri.
Yeah.
Sontiri with 9 points. Bringing it in with the awesome Tim Burton-esque design. I think all of us agree.
That one won.
Yeah, I think it's cool too that a black and white one won as well, because I think it goes to show that you don't need to have a bunch of really pretty colors or go all out of your way with like a really ridiculous looking design. If you have a very clear concept in mind for what you want the character to look like, you're going to do well. And I think every aspect of this design works for me. I think there were a lot of other people that did like nun type robes or religious type robes with the little like beading around it. But I think the simplicity of the design with a little bit of beading around it and then going down all the way to the bottom of the robe and then the veil as well really worked. I think the expression on her face also really stands out. It is very different from any of the other expressions that we saw in the contest. Really well done. Also, I'm a sucker for the crowns as well, that onyx crown. I think the way you built it out with the colorization implies that it's a darker color crown. So I love it. Yeah. And the eyes. I think this is also another thing I wanted to bring up. This, to me, was the best entry in terms of showcasing the creepy eyes that we've seen of Emu, which again is the only thing we have to go by with the design currently.
Really,
is that weird looking eye. And to me, I can look at the eye on Emu, pair it to this, and go, I could see that this would be the person underneath it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Really blown away. Yeah. Anybody else have anything to say about Sontiri's design?
I mean,
no, it's just I'm really glad that we all agree on this one, actually, because if you'd asked me to predict beforehand, I wouldn't have, because it's the no background, black and white. There's lots of reasons I feel like other people wouldn't choose it, but
it's the eyes, man. The eyes, and the lipstick, and I think everything that the Tim Burton feel just like it pops.
Yeah, it's the expression, right? It's the simplicity of the expression on her face. I think comparatively. Sometimes you'll look at like some of the other designs and you weren't necessarily sure like what Emu was thinking. Whereas in this one, I can think of like 5 or 6 different things that she's thinking right now. Like she's looking at them like inquisitively, like who are you? What are you doing here? She's looking potentially like she already can see the future, right? And is like so calm and assured of like what she's gonna do next. I don't know. I think it looks great. Yeah. Fantastic work all the way around, Sontiri. And again, with 9 points. So actually, third place was pretty far away. This was the third place came in with 5 points, and the reason why third place came in with 5 and ended up on everybody else's list is because every single person mentioned this person, but had them a little bit lower. But because we all were in agreement that this person did a really, really good job, this person ended up getting 3 from, or was it? Let me see. It was 1 point from Joy Boy. How many? 2 from Tekking and 2 from me. And that
if it's the person I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that is Chancil. With the
there it is.
Really beautiful concept art sheet of Imu-sama from the side view, back view, and front view. Really, once again, amazing, amazing work on this one. Also, I think the only one of the 3 that has red hair of our finalists, right? I think it's the only one.
Actually, there was a lot that had red hair, but this is the only one I think, has red hair,
So here, what I'll do is I'll put these in order so then we could look. Here we go.
So
Hani is first, Sontiri is second, Chancil's in third. Really, looking at all 3 of our finalists, I am very happy with our decision. These are all great. Too. Really, really good.
They all have different art styles. Like Chancil's is definitely more Oda-esque, and then Tim Burton with Sontiri's, and then the first one is like, like I said, like fantasy kind of like stuff, like high fantasy, series.
Yeah. Something else I think that is very interesting, looking at all the different entries, is the top 3 were all women. Well, actually, this one's androgynous. This one's more androgynous,
that one's more androgynous,
but still has like a feminine air and quality, which I think is something that the story's giving that off right now, right? I feel like there's something related to that. If we're all feeling that with some of the designs, I feel like it might mean something. So, yeah.
Well, I think you can count on your hands, and maybe even less than that, the number of submissions that were just straight up male. It was either androgynous or female. Like
it wasn't very many that were like, it seems like the overwhelming opinion in the fan base is Eames a woman.
Yeah. But it's funny because our winner again is androgynous, so it's like not. It's got a feminine aspect to the design, but is not necessarily. I love it. I'm like so happy with our top 3. This is so cool.
These are great.
I'm dying
I gotta
now.
go follow all these artists here.
Me too. I know. I'm gonna go follow them after this and check out the rest of their stuff. I really do. I'm curious to see when Oda reveals Emu, how close these winners are going to be to it. Because again, if you look back to that Vegapunk one, a lot of people got it pretty spot on. I don't think anybody expected his head would be split into like an apple and a satellite. No one else said that. But the Albert Einstein stuff people picked up on. Thinking back to the Green Bull one, was Green Bull similar at all? The winner of the Green Bull one?
No, the Green Bull. I think the winner of the Green Bull one might have been a woman.
Interesting.
Let me go back.
Yeah, go back and check. That'd be interesting.
Hold on, let me check.
Back in the day.
Oh, wait, no, wait, no, wait. Oh no, it was I'll just put it in the chat for you guys. I'll screenshot it and
pop it in the chat and we'll look at it. Yeah.
The woman was one of the finalists, but was not the winner. The winner was this one.
Let me see. You're putting it in the chat right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's right.
Remember that one?
I do. This was awesome.
Like the Loki kind of vibe there.
This was the winner of the Green Bull Art Contest for people who wanted to remember.
Yeah,
this
that
is
one.
It. Wow,
I remember
wow,
this.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
I remember that.
That was really
5
cool.
years ago. That was February of 18.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Man, oh man. It has been a long,
I feel like the little
time.
eyes on the on the
one. I also remember me and Roger, we had a whole discussion about deep dish pizza in that live stream too. I still haven't been to Chicago yet.
You got to make your way over. Come for C2E2 or something. It'll be fun.
Something. It's not even that far from where I live, honestly. And I went to LA already, so it's like
that's true. You can. That's right.
I know.
I'm based in Chicago and Los Angeles, and the place you saw me was on the other side of the country. Like, what are you
on
doing?
The other side of the country. Yeah. Oh my God.
Thank you, by the way, to Gabe Ortiz, who came through not only re-upping his membership for 35 months, but gifting 10 subs to people who were in the chat today, too. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate that, Gabe. And massive thank you once again to Teching and to Joyboy for showing up for this awesome Emu Art Contest. Really, I can't thank you guys enough. This was an absolute pleasure catching up with you guys, theorizing, seeing everybody's beautiful art. And shout out to everybody who made art and submitted. Really, you guys went above and beyond the Call of Duty. This was beautiful.
All right, so I guess the only thing left to do is the Gaimon art contest, I suppose.
And then, too, I will say, too, to Emu Guy, I'll tweet everybody out, obviously, when the stream is over. I'll make, like, a joint tweet announcing all the winners and link to everything. Check your DMs on Twitter, because I will be sending the links to the gift cards and everything like that via your DMs on Twitter. So, I think everybody who submitted through Twitter, so it's super easy to find everyone, which is great.
Yeah, that just makes it convenient, and then there's everybody there.
Then I'll put up a post that we'll all retweet and stuff with all the different winners, and thanking you all for participating. This was really a lot of fun. Great job to all the artists. I think we are going to call it here. So once again,
I think we're good.
Thank you, Teching. Thank you, JB. Anything in particular do you guys want to plug at the end of the stream?
I read my book.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, read Joyboy's book. He has a book.
Joyboy's book.
2 books. On March 17th, the second one comes out.
Now. That's right. Thank you to
What's
Stefan Dog,
what's the plot of the book, Joyboy? Give us a blurb.
Synopsis. Quick synopsis. Let's go.
Don't watch my channel. Read my book. No. It's difficult to explain. It's very character driven. It's very character driven. It's set in sort of a dystopian future. I don't want to reveal anything, but the idea behind it is that you have characters that are going on a hero's journey to an extent, but they're not very good heroes, and so you kind of grow with them. The reception that I've gotten initially from it actually is really positive. That people really like it. And if you do end up reading the first one and the characters are interesting and it ends in sort of a cliffhanger, like a manga volume rather than a regular book, which some people don't like, I get. But I have 3 books written. If you wrap them all together, it's like one arc or one regular fantasy book. But if you like the first one, then you'll definitely like 2 and 3 because I think it only gets better.
When is 2 getting released? Is 2 already out?
17th.
The 17th.
March 17th.
Okay.
If you're from the United States, you can pre-order it on Barnes & Noble right now.
Right on.
If you're from other countries, just be patient. Wait. I'll let you know.
It'll be there.
Is it available on Kindle?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Book
perfect.
as well.
Great. Because then what I'm going to do, I'm going to Italy in April. I'm going to read 1 and 2 on the plane ride to Italy. So that's already my planned reading for the trip. So I'm super excited to read it and check it out.
Check them out as well.
Yeah. Right on. Well, again, links to Teching stuff, links to Joy Boy stuff, all in the description of the video. Thank you once again to all the amazing artists. Will we do a Rocks one? I don't know. We'll see. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. It is what it is. If we don't, then Emu Void Century us, and it's it.
Yeah, that's it. He nuked us all.
All right. And one last thank you, by the way, to Temp6 for coming through and donating $10 at the end of the stream, saying, I can't believe I forgot to make a submission. I'm going to cook something up and tweet it out just for fun anyway. Great work to everybody. Thank you once again. Like, comment, subscribe, everybody. Until next time, we will talk to you guys later. Have a lovely rest of your day. Woo! All right.